Alaikum ji, welcome back to an episode of Kiya, Kazi. My guest today was that little kid whose name is Arham. We get to speaking about his journey from South Korea to Pakistan, from Islamabad to Karachi, from a hobbyist content creator to earning livable, bankable money through content creation, working for Mashin, working for himself, freelancing, videography, and the primacy of taking risks. Enjoy. Three, two, one. Arham Ikram.
Yes.
That little kid.
Yes.
Good? Dude, okay, I'm gonna the most obvious question will be asked first, so it can be gotten out of the way. Why that little kid?
I actually made this in, I think, 2012, 2011 or something like that. This account on
2011.
Yeah.
How old were you back then?
I was a baby, like a little. I was in 9th grade, I guess, something like that. 2012 or yeah,
Okay.
2012. I think. And
That's 10 years ago.
Yeah, I was in my junior varsity team, and I remember there's a whole ass basketball game. Am I allowed to curse?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's this whole ass basketball game going on, or beach mein sare. Now imagine you're not in Pakistan. Every player is like 6. And I'm right here in the middle. That little kid, literally just trying to cover guys who are around 6'2",
Basketball.
in their middle school age.
Yeah.
Like imagine they're really, really young, but they're still 6'2". And so I was supposed to cover someone who was in our court, and everyone else was in that court. And one of their guys passed the ball to him, and he was being really cocky about it. I was right in front of him, and he was like, just pass it. How is he gonna block me? And I don't know how, I just jumped up, got the ball, went in for a layup, and it went in. And I still remember because everyone started saying my name. It said Ikram in the back, and I was like Ikram, and it's like it just stuck, And then when we went out, there was like a couple of people who were just standing there, और वहाँ पे एक लड़कियों का group था that said, oh, he's that little kid. और मेरे दोस्तों ने सुना, and they were like, they started calling me that.
I think that's a good origin story, dude. एक लड़कियों का group था, they said that little kid. That's it. and I'm here right now.
सबने मुझे ये बोलना शुरू किया थोड़ा सा. But I don't think they remember this, but I do.
Yeah.
And it's pretty.
That's all that matters, man. Wait, where were you born?
I was born in Pakistan.
But then where were you?
South Korea.
South Korea.
Yeah.
Where?
So.
Is it a reach to say that a lot of your work is informed by their style of cinematography?
Could be, yeah. Because I spent a lot of my teenage years there.
Interesting.
And I think there's an influence.
What were you doing there?
My dad was in the embassy. So I had to, so I was just...
You were just chilling there?
Just living.
just there? Yeah. Dude, isn't that such an awkward existence? Because your baba's there to do work.
Yeah.
Right? And even if your mom's like trying to hold down the house. आपको लोग देखते हैं, why are you even here? Dude, I'm just existing, man. Just existing here.
I was just, I had a good time there.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Alhamdulillah. And the thing is, their media is so powerful.
It is.
And it's so well developed. It's so beyond their years.
Yeah.
You need to understand, South Korea wasn't a thing a long time ago.
Yeah.
मतलब शायद उनको 50 साल भी नहीं हुए, 60 साल में कितना उनका अरसा हुआ?
Less than us for sure.
Yeah, 100% less than us, right? और हमें कितने हुए?
I think in the 1970s around. That's when they had a Korean War,
60s, 70s. जब वो World War 3 में World War 2 में ना 3 World War 2 में हुआ था ना bro. उसके थोड़ा बाद there was North Korea.
Yeah, whatever.
But what I'm saying is, what I mean to say is, such a young country.
It is.
With such a powerful social, media presence across the world.
Yeah.
Challenging things like Hollywood, all those things. So yeah, that's cool. Bro, ये phone बज रहा है देखिए bro. मैं upset हो रहा हूँ bro.
I mean,
किसकी है?
मेरे दोस्त की है.
You want to pick it up?
नहीं, but it's fine. I'll call him back.
खैर है ना?
हाँ, खैर है. Yeah. बाद में बात करते हैं.
अच्छा, इस पर LRM करेगा. Okay, all right. As long as it's all right, because you know it's not a hard and fast rule because Karachi है. You know वो वाले जो rules होते हैं ना अंग्रेजों वाले, no phones bro, वो वहाँ पे होते हैं. यहाँ पे
कुछ भी हो सकता है.
कुछ भी हो सकता है bro, literally.
पुलिस ने रोक लिया, आ जा यार.
When did you come back to Karachi? So you were born in Karachi?
I was born in Islamabad. So
Born
my
in
family
Islamabad?
still lives in Islamabad.
Okay.
I came back from Korea, I think 2016.
Not a bad year to come back. Not a bad
It
year.
was pretty bad in my case because I came in when I did my 11th grade there.
Okay.
So when I came back, I couldn't do 12th grade separately. I had to do A levels, enter.
And what did you do?
I chose to do A levels, and I failed the first year.
That's fine.
Straight up, straight U's.
Okay.
You. But I redid all of them, passed, and then I came to Karachi.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a job at Mashin. I spent 2 years there.
Straight mash into it?
I mean,
How did that come about? Did you apply? What happened?
Okay, so Hassan, shout out. He owns Hef Clothing.
Okay.
And Faraz also. Both of them own Hef Clothing. They posted about, they were trying to look for someone to make fashion films for them. And for photos and fashion films and all that. And I saw a story and I reached out and I was like, here is the video. That I used a video that I made for Irfan that we were talking about.
No, you have to re-mention it.
I'll
bro.
re-mention it.
Podcast news, you know, I don't know him. Come on. Listeners get upset.
I made this video that I used as video resume. And I sent it to them. I was like, here's my thing. And, if you like it, reach out. And they did. And they sent me a lot of clothes to Islamabad. And it was like 2 huge boxes of clothes.
Okay.
And I was like, wow. And I did whatever I could with it. They liked my stuff. And they called me to Karachi. They were like, we're doing a pop-up. Why don't you just show up? And that month was my first time when I actually did a photo shoot. And I made money off of it. And I just bought a ticket with that money. And I came to Karachi. I met up with them. And I was like, what else am I going to do with that money? I'd rather just go and get to know all these people because I wanted to do that on my own as well. And this time I was actually getting to meet people who were actually doing what I wanted to do.
Okay. Let's try and maintain the chronology a little bit, just a little bit, right?
Yeah.
Just so we know where you're coming from. You came back to Pakistan 2016.
Yeah.
You were in Islamabad, right?
Yeah.
And you had the whole A-levels, let's call it a saga, the A-level saga, right? When did you get into photography and videography?
I was doing it for a bit on my phone.
Okay.
And also, I had a friend in South Korea called Jasmine. Jasmine's my best friend. And she had a camera.
Jasmine. What camera did she have?
She had, I think she had a 700D Canon.
Okay.
And so she used to make a lot of videos. I didn't make any videos by then. I was just editing videos. And instead of writing essays at school, I would make video essays and then show them in class. So I was doing that. I was picking up pictures and videos from online and making them into whatever. It was. So when I used to borrow her camera whenever we used to go out, right? So she made a lot of videos that to this day, I still tell her to keep doing that. She stopped doing it, but she should.
Come on, Jasmine. What's all this?
Get back to that.
Yeah.
And so she taught me a lot, like taking pictures, making videos, and I learned a lot from her as well. So, yeah.
She taught you proper though? Like ISO, shutter, all that?
I don't think she knew at that time either, but just we kept using it and got a hang of it.
Harakat mein barakat, bro. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense, right? Okay, so by the time you get to Pakistan, A-level sagas aside, photography, videography is something were you confident that you could do good?
Yeah, so even at school, जो events होते हैं school में, उनमें I was just taking pictures, making videos, ये कर रहा था मैं साथ. Then I started, in Islam, I started NPO type situation with my friends. And it was called Helping Hands International. I don't know if we still have it. So I made the logo for it as well. And we used to give underprivileged kids computers so they can just, shift to the new technology.
Okay.
And it was very, I'm very proud of that.
Yeah.
Actually, like I feel like they should be proud of that still too.
Yeah, they should be.
And so we did that for a while. So I used to make videos for that. We went to Hunza. We gave kids there like 10, 20 computers. There's a school in Islamabad where we did that same thing. And yeah, so I used to make videos for that, like back BTS type situation. And then when this came in, that was my first fashion film that I made for Hef.
उससे पहले एक चीज हुई थी where you told me कि Irfan Junejo was doing something with Honor.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was a very shitty video.
Okay.
I made it with my iPhone 5.
All right.
So Irfan was doing this thing with Honor, and he wanted people to send our video resumes type situation so he could work with us. And I sent in a video I made with my iPhone 5, and he picked it out of 5,000 people. Not only mine, but like there's a list.
Yeah.
And it was not that extensive of a list. It was like 20 people, 10,
Okay.
20 people
Okay,
out of 5,000.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. And my dad saw it and he was like, so you really want to do this? And I was like, why not?
Good. Prominent moment.
Yeah.
Okay. And so that happens. And then so they post a story. The people who own Hef clothing post a story.
Yeah.
And then you send in your resume. Like, it's okay, we're going to get there. We're going to get there. And these consequently are also the people, coincidentally, are also the people who are behind Mashin.
Yeah.
Where the face is Myra Khan.
Yeah.
These people handle all the logistics and the running and all those things, right?
I guess, yeah.
MashaAllah, so cool. So, and at that time, you had done your first photo shoot. Who'd you done the photo shoot for? The one you used to pay for the ticket to come to Karachi.
It was for this bank.
Okay.
I don't know if I should.
No,
I still use that bank. So,
Many,
but I did it for a bank, and it was with all these cricketers.
Interesting.
So that time PSL was going on, and they wanted a photographer to follow a couple of cricketers around school campuses.
How were you getting these gigs? Were you positioning yourself? Were you just hustling harder than everyone else?
I was just lucky most of the time. Okay. I feel like from one thing to another. I don't want to undermine myself, but
you shouldn't.
It is what it is, right?
Okay.
At that moment, if things didn't perfectly fit in that moment, I wouldn't be here. And some of these things were based on luck.
Okay.
I'm going to say that because it's true.
Yeah.
One of my second or third cousins from Karachi, she works for an agency, and she wanted a photographer who was cheaper at that time. And so I was, obviously for me, that money was still huge because I didn't even get any money before that. I was just like, why not? Let me try this out. And
what camera did you have?
At that time, I just bought a 6300.
A 6300.
A 6300 from Sony.
Yeah.
And I didn't even buy it. My sister bought it for me.
Oh.
And because of all these videos that I was making. And she was like, if you want to do it, then do it properly, And she really helped me out with that. So she bought a camera, and that's what I used for the photos.
That's powerful. MashaAllah. Yeah. Okay. And then you come to Karachi.
Yeah.
By yourself.
Yeah.
Was this your first time in Karachi?
No, I do have family here.
Okay.
But I used to come every year, but just people's houses, and that's it.
Yeah.
I didn't really go around on my own that much before this.
Okay.
And so when it happened, it was literally 2-3 days that I decided that I wanted to move properly. I talked to Hassan, and then Hassan was like, "Oh, we're looking for videographers. If you want, you can move to Karachi." And I was like, so all this time I was just talking to him.
Super casually, just move.
Yeah, and I didn't even tell my family that this was happening. So I was just thinking about it. I was like, okay, it's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. It's just talks. People do this all the time.
Sure.
People call you and they're like, oh, there's a thing happening. You should come. And blah. You're like, yeah, sure. You never know if things happen or not. And at that time, I was like, oh, it's not gonna happen.
Lots of cognitive capital is expanded on these things, huh? Just these empty conversations. क्या करे बंदा?
क्या करे? हो जाएगा, नहीं होगा.
Whatever.
And he sent me a ticket, and it was for 2 days later. And I was moving the next day. I was moving houses. So I packed my things and I told my mom that I'm moving to Karachi. She didn't really believe me. But
how many siblings do you have?
I have a brother and 2 sisters.
And you're the
Last.
Oh, dude, you're the baby.
Yeah.
How could you do this to your mom, man? That's difficult.
I mean,
that's heavy.
It is.
Yeah,
even
but-
for me, yeah.
Yeah, but are they happy with you now?
They are.
Okay, alhamdulillah.
I hope so.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
I
Okay,
hope
okay.
so.
All right.
It's been 3 years.
Okay, so you tell your mom that you're leaving. What'd she say?
She thought I was joking at first, but then I think she realized that I wasn't. So I came in and I started living in Malir, where my khala lives.
Okay.
So I used to come from Malir to Clifton every day so I could work. And yeah, a couple months later, his son helped me get an apartment and I just moved there. And
So
I
you're
lived there
working
a
for
bit.
Mashin or just hemp?
I was working for both at that time.
Okay.
Yeah, a little here, a little there. But primarily I wanted to work for Hef because that's what I was more interested
Hef,
in,
okay.
clothes and streetwear style. Yeah.
How was that experience like?
That was amazing. Like, I
Yeah?
really loved working for both of those companies. Literally 3-4 days ago, I went to their iftar. And that's really, it feels very family. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. It's
Okay.
very like, because I worked with them for so long that at this point, like, even if I go back and I hang out with them, I just feel like I'm a part of that.
Fair.
And that's how they treated me always. So it was fun.
Do you so obviously they're doing some wonderful work.
Yeah.
Right? And sure, they have a really big name attached to them. But I also think the kind of stuff they're making is very unique. It's
Yeah.
very, very it's high quality, right?
Right.
It's authentic. Could you highlight what it is about that organization? Like, are they just raw like that? Are they authentic like that? What is it about that organization that produces stuff like this?
Oh, that's a very good question.
Bas yaar, dekh
I
le.
just feel like
Allah reham kare.
I just feel like it's the people who are working there as well. Everyone comes in with so many ideas and everyone wants to do something very different. And every single person that works there, I feel like you can say when you look at us, like, I'm saying us, like,
Yeah.
can you see what's happening?
Sure.
Like when you look at Mashin from the outside, it looks like everyone's the same. But like once you actually go in, everyone comes from a different part of Karachi.
Okay.
And all these different ideas mash up together. And it works out for the better. I don't
think-
know how else. Yeah.
No, that's
Sorry,
fair.
sorry,
That's
sorry to
fair.
cut you
Yeah, no,
off.
no, that's fair. See, lots of people have brilliant ideas.
Yeah.
Lots of organizations have brilliant
Yeah.
people. But how is it that these people manage to listen to everyone? You know, like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a hierarchy. Of course there is. Everywhere
Yeah,
has a
there's-
hierarchy,
yeah.
right? But just say I once spoke to this person who had worked with Sharmeen Obed-Chinoy. He gave me a very similar explanation, right? And I don't know what it is, right? But these
Yeah.
people, right, who do this wonderful work,
Yeah.
whether you agree with Sharmeen Obed-Chinoy, you don't like her, you like her. The one thing you cannot doubt is the quality of work.
Yeah.
राइट दैट इज प्राइमरी हम अभी सिर्फ ये बात
Yeah,
कर रहे हैं
yeah.
राइट बिकॉज आपका काम सिर्फ क्वालिटी ऑफ काम
Yeah.
था नॉट मेकिंग पॉलिटिकल स्टेटमेंट्स और
Yeah.
एनी ऑफ दैट राइट
Yeah.
एट व्हाट पॉइंट डू यू थिंक that becomes too much where अगर आप हर किसी की बात सुनोगे bro how are you going to get any work done
Yeah.
do you know what I mean like so they have to listen to you because you're the videographer but आपके हर assistant की बात तो नहीं सुनी जा सकती ना
But that's how the meetings were.
okay
All of
interesting
us used to sit in one big room.
okay
And every time there was a meeting, we would all turn around and be a part of this meeting. And we would, even if I wasn't doing an article, even if I wasn't writing the article, I would give an idea of how she can write it, of how we can actually go on about it.
Okay.
Like, they can choose to accept it or not. Like, if it's on, everyone else, we vote on it. Like, oh, do you think this is a good idea? Do you think we should do it? Like, it's a proper team.
see that's
situation.
refreshing man that's super
Yeah.
interesting
It's not like I can come up with an idea today and be like, okay, I'm doing it. I don't care what that person thinks. Even though I can say, oh, that person just a writer. What is she gonna know, right? But in this case, we all just do listen to each other, and yeah,
I think the problem, oh no, it's not a problem per se, but I just think the observation here, one of the ones that comes readily to my mind is think about Mashin and think about its old world competitors. Right? Because it has competitors. Think about those people. Think about how they're not doing as well as Mashin is. And again, even if you put aside the fact that Mashin is associated to a really, really big name, Myra Khan, mashallah se, right? Who is a big name. These other people or these other companies have like 50 years on Mashin. Right now, I'm not going to name any names, right? But they have 50 years on Mashin. But they're just so stuck in their ways. The hierarchy is so stringent. कि ये जो आप बात कर रहे हो, in these other work structures, that is an impossibility. Not only would your idea not be, you'd be like, why are you even talking? You know what I mean?
Okay, I'll give you an example.
Sure.
I remember we posted about, when I was working, we posted about periods.
Okay.
One day, and there were so many bad comments on it. And everyone was like, oh, you're not supposed to talk about this. You're not. It's very normal for every single woman out there.
Yeah.
Why can't a page talk about it where most of your followers are women? And two men are talking about this right now.
What's ridiculous is, what's ridiculous is not just the fact that you don't get, women are not encouraged to talk about it. The thing is, it's a very serious physical condition. It's a situation, right? It's something that it's not something ki acha hum baat nahi kar rahe, and so it doesn't exist, and so it won't bother us. It's a thing that happens every month, right? That they have to deal with.
Exactly.
It's a thing that requires certain female hygiene products, unko bolte hain, umbrella term hai, but pads and so on and so forth, that are taxed. They're taxed, bro. Subsidy छोड़ो, tax किया जाता है उनके ऊपर कि ये मतलब luxury item या कुछ है. Do you know what I mean? And उस सब के ऊपर, just the societal psyche is at a level where if you and I, just two men, again, like you said, sitting here, and we post this clip on Instagram and I just say periods, bet you money, most people, most men, or not most, I don't want to say that. I don't want to say that about my audience, but a lot of the men watching will snicker. They'll be like, क्या बोल दिया? यार bro, सांस लो bro, सांस लो bro, पानी पियो, कुछ करो bro, कुछ करो.
Again, like I guess Mashin had enough courage to talk about things that you're not allowed to talk about.
Sure, Mango Bars did something similar, na? Usi zamane mein, I think.
I guess. Like, I'm not sure. But I haven't seen
Mango Bars was really aggressive about this stuff too. And good work, alhamdulillah. Haan, to Behal. So
I think that's where we get a better upper hand on other brands like that.
Yeah. You're willing to talk about those things?
That's just, like if you go to their website, there's so many articles about specific things. Like PCOS and like things that I didn't even know beforehand that happened to women. And I learned so much through that too. I was just like, okay, so this actually is an issue. Like, why do I not know about this? Like,
dude, in the age of information, why don't we? That's a fair question. I think why,
and I get it, I'm a guy, but still like, if someone I know who's going through that,
that's it.
I should be able to help them somehow.
That's it, dude. That's it, man. I don't know. I recently, not recently, usko thoda time ho gaya, I did a podcast with Nida as Fahad, who's a content creator, the mom of two. And she spoke to me about miscarriages, right? And she was like, we are criminally inept at dealing with miscarriages. I think miscarriages happen, dude, and forget even the psychological trauma behind miscarriages, right? Sure. Which, again, we are not at all equipped to deal with. The physical stuff, you can't, what? And there's just nothing. There's nothing. And he's like, bas ye ho jata hai. And just move on. I was doing a podcast where, the one right before you, in fact, inshallah, wo bhi ho jayegi, with Mr. Paki, who was Bilal Hassan. And he said something very interesting about how Pakistanis deal with trauma. He was like, our only response to and we have generational trauma, we have histories of violence, Sindhi Urdu speaking, Pashtun Urdu speaking, or Baloch, or everything, this is all generational trauma. It's in our blood. And the only response we have to any of it, chalo koi baat nahi, ab to ho gaya. Ya Allah ki marzi hai. Bro, come on, dude. Aisa nahi hai. Aisa nahi hai, bro. मतलब अल्लाह की मर्जी तो है बेशक, लेकिन अल्लाह ताला ये तो नहीं चाहेंगे ना कि दूसरा उनका बंदा तकलीफ में रहे और आप उनके बंदे को तकलीफ दो. ये तो नहीं होता ना, bro. Bihal, that got serious very fast. I don't know why. You moved here. You were working with Hef and with Mashin.
Yeah.
And yeah, and then you worked for how long?
I love how you went back very quickly. Like you just cut that conversation off. And you were like, okay, let me move back to that.
So, bro, I'll tell you what's happening.
Yeah.
We're building a tree. This is the tree of Arham.
Yeah.
Right? This is the tree of that little kid.
Yeah.
I've never said this before, bro. I've never said this. I'm literally pulling this out of my you know where.
Yeah.
Ramzan mein main gaali nahi de sakta, inshallah. So some branches will be short.
Yeah.
Others will be long. It's a redwood tree.
Yeah.
It's going to have a huge, inshallah, canopy.
Yeah.
Right? Canopy, is that the word? Lots of leaves and stuff, right? So some branches will just be short. Others will grow into all the way to the top. Okay?
Yeah, say it.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Yeah. So you were at Mashin. For how long were you at Mashin for?
I think 2 years.
Good time spent?
Very good, yeah. But towards the end, I felt like I was not growing as much as I wanted to. And it's fine. And I communicated that with my bosses. And I was just like, I think this is the time when I should take a step where I took a lot of risks in my life. And I feel like I was ready to take another one at that point.
Okay.
And so I took it. I was like, okay, I'm leaving. Even though I didn't have any other idea that whatever I was going to do after this.
You had no plan?
No plans.
Okay,
I
wonderful.
just quit.
How are you going to pay for rent and stuff?
So ever since I started making money, I always kept a month or two in my account as savings.
Okay, just a month or two?
Just a month or two.
Okay.
And at this point, I did have a month or two in my account. And I was like, I should... It will come.
There was always that faith?
Yeah, always. Like I always had that in me where I was just like, I shouldn't stress it. I never stress about work. That's honestly
still
true. To this day, yeah. I stress about if I'm doing good work or if my work is, if I compare it with other people, which I shouldn't, but like if I compare it with other people, I don't think that my work is that good.
Who do you compare yourself to?
A lot of people.
Okay, name drop. Come on.
Zan Kamran.
Okay.
He's a really, really good videographer and photographer. Abbas is also a friend of Zan's. And all these people, like even in Lahore, like everyone's doing great work.
Hassan Davar?
But that's more commercial.
That's more
like
commercial.
I'm talking about fashion at this point.
Okay.
Like even with commercial, like Mo Azmi,
of
is my favorite.
That dude.
Kamal Khan, who recently did Coke. Like all these people are doing great work. And
Z Pervez? Hana? Z Pervez is videography or just the graphics?
So sorry.
No, okay. I mean, dude, मुझे कौन सा पता है?
Yeah.
Sorry क्या बात है?
I don't know who Z
मेरी बात
Pervez.
सुनो. Z Pervez की जात को फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. याद रखना ये बात.
I'll go check
Yeah, dude.
right after this.
It's
for sure.
awesome.
Yeah.
But he was also working on Coke Studio. Z Pervez was.
Oh, Zishan Pervez.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, obviously I don't know who he is. I was like, oh wow.
तो उनका Instagram Z Pervez है ना मैं क्या करूँ bro?
Oh, that okay. That makes
Imagine
sense.
if I called you that little kid.
No.
So little kid आप बता रहे थे. It's not my first name, dude.
Yeah. Zishan Pervez is amazing. Like
Yeah.
Kahe and all these. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great work.
So would you to be fair, would you compare yourself to any of them?
Again, like they're like right here.
Bro, no
And
disrespect
in my
to them.
head,
Yeah.
I'm like right here.
Okay.
So I'd rather not even compare myself with.
Futile effort, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd be like, no, like I'm not even close to that right
Would you
now.
want to get there?
For sure, even more up
Yeah,
there. But at this point, like I feel like I'm holding myself back.
You feel you're holding yourself back?
Yeah.
Why?
I recently joined university. Like
Okay.
this year. I turned 24
Okay,
3-4
mashallah.
days ago.
Okay.
And this year,
all right. Happy birthday, dude.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And recently I joined university.
Where are you
And
going?
I'm going to IVS.
Okay. IVS.
Yeah.
You know that's not an easy university, right?
It's not. Definitely not.
No. All right. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I see myself getting into, like back and forth with teachers sometimes. And it's not okay, but I mean, I am working outside and I can't not take 3 days off. You're only supposed to take 3 days off if you're going to this university, and you can't take more than that.
In a month, in a year, in a semester?
In a semester, but like per class.
Okay.
So if you miss 3 classes from one subject, then you fail.
Pretty sure that rule is for people who are not doing anything else.
But it's very strict.
Yeah. But I'm hoping they see reason. Like, you still have to pay their fees, right?
Policy.
Alright, whatever, man. Jeez, dude. Why on earth did you enroll?
I mean, they're right in their way, right?
Everyone's
Policy is
right, bro.
policy.
Everyone's right.
But yeah, so I took 4 days off. So I don't know.
Already?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So I'm like hanging by a thread, but let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Again, where were we?
You were telling me about why you're holding yourself back from work.
So I joined university because my parents, that's the only thing they asked me for. They're like, we really want you to get a degree.
Fair.
And I was turning 24 and they were like, you still don't have a degree. And at this point, people start their masters. And I thought about it and I was like, okay, I have money that I can pay off university with. And I was like, okay, fuck it, let's go.
Yeah.
But it's also holding me back from all the work that I could be doing.
Like literal time constraints.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure. Like I turned down so many jobs because I couldn't give time to it. Like so many videos that I could have done. I had a job offer that I turned down because I was starting university at that time.
Job as in full-time? Mashing stuff?
Full-time.
Okay.
Full-time job.
Are you at liberty to say from who?
I'm not sure, so I'll
then don't. That's fine.
And it was like for a creative director. It was a creative director job.
Dude, that's a lot.
Yeah. And at this age, being a creative director / head of marketing, it's like a really big thing.
I don't want to at all tell you कि आपकी trajectory गलत है या सही है. But I will say this, I mean, these opportunities, they don't come around.
Yeah, they don't.
So आप देख लो.
But I always...
You can always go back to university, man. You can always go back to university.
That's true.
And there are easier degrees than IBS. That's all I'm saying.
But let's see. I always try to stay as optimistic as possible.
Inshallah, of course.
Whatever comes my way will come anyway.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Nothing can hold that back.
आपका risk है, bro.
Yeah.
लिखा हुआ है. कुछ नहीं होगा. लेकिन, so you left Mashin, right? And when you left Mashin, you're like, cool, thank you guys for the good times and the love and all that, but I have nothing else lined up.
Yeah.
And then what happened?
For 2 months, I was just in my apartment, not doing anything. So before this, I was still doing photography on the side. Not my main thing, obviously, because I had work. But on weekends, I would go and work with these smaller brands, and I would take their pictures. And 2 months go by, and I don't make any money. And I'm just like, what's happening? I thought... right when I leave, I'm going to get back-to-back work and what's happening. And during this time, I also made a couple of videos with Hassan Rahim.
Oh. Yeah, एक minute. This needs to be said here. Hassan recently lost his dad, man.
I know.
Yeah, in Rajon. He's just such a positive person. He's such good vibes.
Yeah.
Allah Raham kare yaar. That's just it's I don't know. That's a lot. He recently moved. Allah Ta'ala family ko himmat de, Hassan ko himmat de, inshallah. I don't know. I don't know what else to say to that, I just keep whenever I see him post something, I'm just like, I love you, bud.
Yeah.
But everyone does. Most people love him,
Yeah.
And I hope he's all right, inshallah. But yeah, so you did a couple of videos.
Yeah. Sorry, that really.
Yeah, dude, it's a lot, man.
But so I did a couple of videos with him, and even that I kind of see is a very lucky situation because I didn't even know him. I knew him through Abdullah.
Kasumbi?
Yeah. Kasumbi was making music for him.
Yeah.
And I met him at his studio one time. And then he used to just come over a lot. And then all of us used to hang out together in my apartment. And it was just like 4 or 5 of us. You already know Farhan. But
Farhan, I know, yeah.
So he was a part of this. We all used to hang out together,
those
party
are some
together.
very powerful individuals, Those are some very
And at that time,
ambitious...
none of us were doing anything.
So what, dude? Ambition is powerful.
Exactly.
So, like, तीन चार बहुत ambitious because so here's another interesting story. The only proper conversation I've had with Abdullah Kusumbi was in a hospital waiting room.
When was this?
Bro, this is a month ago, I think. That's the first. So usse pehle, you know, obviously I had been following his work with Hassan. It's all beautiful work, right? And it's so wonderful. And he, you know, people don't understand how talented Abdullah Kusumbi is. He's literally a mad genius, you know. But yeah, usse pehle I'd always ever, you know, good work, best, bahut acha ho gaya, shandar. And he'd be like, thank you, Kazi. You're also doing good stuff. And just that, right? Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I'm checking into this. I had to go see a doctor. I'm checking into the clinic. I'm like, you know, mera naam ye, Kazi Akbar, ye, wo jo bhi hai. And I turn around and this dude's in a mask, right? And he's just like, haan bhai Kazi. And I'm just like, bro, kaun ho aap?
Abdullah.
And he's just like, Abdullah. I'm like, oh, dude, how you do? And so we proper sat around, spoke about existential angst, philosophy in a hospital waiting room. Yeah, and never spoke about it again. That's just what happened.
Amazing. Yeah, Abdullah ke saath aisi conversations honi chahiye.
That's it, bro. That's
Abdullah behtering insaan hai.
Yeah. मैंने बोला bro मतलब मैं क्या यहीं से चले podcast studio. He's just like उसमें भी he was just like
हाँ चला. Yeah तो Abdullah and I used to like, I met him when I was new in Karachi.
Okay.
Once. And then I started following him. No, I was actually following him even before that.
Okay.
He was making beats and he did a beat for Irfan in one of his videos. So I've been a really huge fan of Irfan's for a really long time.
Okay.
So I saw in one of his vlogs, Abdullah made this beat for him and it was amazing. And I just started following him since then. And I met him in Karachi when I came once and I was just like, you know, it's a pretty cool guy. And then Corona hit and then we were just like, okay, what you're doing? What are you doing? And I was like, nothing right now. Like, what's happening?
I just quit my job.
Yeah. This was during, like, I was about to quit my job. Like, this was 4 or 5 months before I quit. And I wanted to, but at the same time, I was still feeling like I shouldn't.
Like you weren't ready?
Yeah. And he came in and he was like, you know, like, let's start something together. And we used to sit down every single day. We never started anything, but we were still like hanging out every single day. And then Hassan joined us and then Bhatti came in. Like all of us were just a group. And we just grew and helped each other out in that moment. It was, even with Hassan, that Paisa video, it was so quick that I still don't remember half of it. It was literally one night he's just like, aaj hum shoot kar rahe hain. I got the camera. I had my own camera, but I still don't know why I borrowed Abdullah's. And we went to Abdullah's house. We got his camera.
What was the camera?
A7 III.
Okay.
And we went to Bunce Road. We went to Kent Station. We went to
Phase 8.
Phase 8. बस 3-4 जगह गए हैं, वीडियो बनाई है, then we sent it to Rohan जो इंडिया में रहता है. Amazing, like it just came all together and
done.
Yeah. And it was posted, I think 2 days after we had like shot it.
Dude, but do you understand there's immense power in that, right?
Yeah.
There's no oversight. Yeah. There's no one editing your work. There's no one challenging your creative vision. Whatever you see, whatever you create, you put it to the fans, and they're the ultimate litmus test, right?
Yeah,
they're
exactly.
like, and you know, they're ruthless and they're lethal.
Yeah.
You know, where they could have been like, "Ye shit hai." फिर आप लोग क्या करते? लेकिन they liked it.
Exactly.
You
like
know?
we didn't even know it was gonna blow up, right? At that moment, he had, I think, 50,000 views on Essay. Like it was less than 100K for sure.
Okay.
And all of us were just doing it for fun, and that's how we all started. And during this time when I shot it, and it wasn't even up at that time, I got a call from this clothing brand and they wanted to do a fashion film. So everything was just going together. Like it was just growing, and at the same time I didn't know what led to what. Like I could say this video made me famous, but at the same time that call didn't come when that video got famous. So it's just, everything was just like
lining up. Okay.
Yeah, by itself. And 2 months after I left that job, I made at least 11 times more money.
Okay.
in that month.
2 months after 2 महीनों तक कुछ भी नहीं.
कुछ भी नहीं था.
Nothing, right? And then right after, mashallah. But so what do you attribute that to? ठीक है, risk है, और ये हाँ अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से ठीक है. But you must have, like corporeally speaking, materialistically speaking, what is it that you put in? Just hustling constantly every month, or just nothing?
Yeah, I still don't know. That's the only question. Like I literally woke up today, and I was like, what do I do? I can't even because we were supposed to do this, right? So I woke up and I was like, what do I actually do? Like, what is my job? Like, am I?
I don't think it matters, dude.
Yeah,
I don't think it matters.
And I want to do so many things, but I'm not. I don't know if I'm good at one thing. And it's just it kills you inside because you don't know what to call yourself.
Storyteller, dude. I mean, kya matlab hai? You know what you are. Come on. Yeah. Or we'll figure it out by the end of this, inshallah. Yeah. So you made those videos, right? So you made Pesa. What others?
I made Arzu. And I made Sweetu. And recently Sarpera.
I really like Sarpera.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really like that. मतलब बाकी सारे भी अच्छे ही हैं, लेकिन I really like Sarpera. Or
we did a short reel. Not gonna name the brand, but this brand's commercial type music video.
Okay, cool. Okay. But in that moment, so you did Pesa.
Yeah.
And uske baad you start making 11 times more money. What was that work like?
And okay, so this was during that time as well. I made Pesa. I went up for a while. It didn't blow up.
Okay.
And during that time, I was doing fashion films. I went to Lahore. I did one in Karachi, and this was all happening at the same time.
How were you getting these projects? Just reaching out to people?
I never reached out to anyone. To this day, I can 100%.
You just check out your Instagram. They're like, yes, ye chahiye.
Literally, like, I don't know how it happens. Like, I never reached out to any brand. Either they message me on WhatsApp, or I just get a DM that we are from this brand and we want to work together. That's literally it. And so I really don't know what to do about this whole situation.
That's fine. Like, there's nothing to be done, dude. You're making money, right? And you're doing work, and I'm thinking you're proud of your work.
Yeah, everything was just going on, and everything's so quick that you don't have time to sit and think about it. You're just...
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine, right? But you are doing the work.
Yeah.
Do you edit also yourself?
Yeah.
So you shoot and you edit.
Yeah.
Take me through the process, right? So Pesa, whose vision was Pesa?
I think it was mine.
Okay.
So
you storyboard and all those things?
Yeah, I don't storyboard, right?
There's no storyboard.
None of the music videos, none of the fashion films I've done, to this day, I don't do any pre-planning.
No pre-planning?
Yeah.
Is there an idea that you start with?
Yeah.
What's the idea?
Just a basic idea. Like even with Pesa, we were gonna do what we did, I think. Let's just say that. Okay. When I was taking the shots, I had those things in mind. But even because Rohan edited it properly, right? So we sent it to Rohan in I don't know where he lives actually. I think Delhi or somewhere in India. So we sent it to Rohan. And he edited it properly, and he did exactly what I wanted to. I wanted that to music. Wow.
Yeah.
Can't even talk properly. I wanted that music video to look like, and that's what happened.
Okay. Good. Yeah. Good. Fantastic. All right. So there's no reason, there's no need to explain to me or anyone else what you are, right? Because we are so taken by nouns.
Yeah.
Right now, Kazi is a podcaster or a videographer.
Yeah.
Or a vlogger or what have you. No, Kazi's a person, dude. Yeah. He might be doing podcasts and he might make some videos and he might do some videography or whatever, but he's just that.
Yeah.
It's just a person doing some things, right?
Yeah.
So you're a person doing some things, man, and you're doing some of them really well. And, you want to get better, but for some reason you want to tie yourself up for 4 years plus in IVS, which, I mean, you want to do it to make your parents happy. I hope that happens.
Yeah. I hope
Allah help karega, bro. But you said there's other things that you want to do. So could we at least say that you are comfortable in your videography and your photography? Comfortable se murad ye.
Yeah.
Like if I were to offer you something, yaar, Arham ye jo hai na, main t-shirt launch karni hai, uski video banani hai. You're like, cool, I'm your man. I got you, right? I got you. And then we can discuss ideas and payment structures and all those things, right?
Definitely.
You said there's a multitude of other things that you want to get good at.
So I want to start, because when I was new in Islamabad, I came up with a brand that I wanted to start.
Okay.
A clothing brand.
Okay.
And I even picked out a name. I got the Instagram handle for it. And it was very basic style of clothes.
Like minimalist?
Yeah, very minimal, that Hef was doing already. So that's why I joined Hef rather than starting my own thing, because I was like, I don't know how to start it off. I'm new in Pakistan. Like, I don't know how this works properly. I have to go to Lahore to get the kapra. And then that's what I learned at Hef. How do you get the kapra? How do you get it printed? What type of prints do you want on your shirt? Do you want it like properly stitched?
Also the capital, dude.
Yeah, like how much money it takes. Like all of that, like you have to learn somewhere. That's what I learned at Hef. And yeah, all of this, I want to carry it on like a couple of years down the line, where I want to start my own clothing line.
Inshallah.
And I want to make a movie, actually.
Wait, what?
It's a really big situation.
No, so what, dude? So you want to make a movie?
Yeah.
About what?
I have no idea. That's the thing.
That's fine. That's fine.
Right now, I have something written, which is a short film.
Okay.
So that's where I want to start from. I have stoner comedy. And yeah, I want to change the script right now, but I want to do a stoner comedy.
A stoner comedy?
Short film.
In Pakistan?
Very desi style.
A desi style stoner comedy?
Yeah.
Based in Karachi?
Based in Karachi.
I'd watch it. I would watch it. Koi masla hi nahi hai. Ho jayega inshallah. But you want to do that indie film style or full?
Full, like short film. Ooh. Proper. Like shot on RE, Alexa.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Inshallah, bro.
Yeah.
कोई मसला ही नहीं है.
बहुत ज़्यादा plans हैं.
Bro, कोई मसला नहीं, सारे हो जाएंगे.
दिमाग में
सारे हो जाएंगे. और बताओ.
बस ये है, साथ साथ art भी बनानी है थोड़ी सी. I got a couple ideas recently where I want to really go on about it.
Fine art.
Yeah. But a mixture of fine art and graphic.
Okay.
I don't want to explain the idea because it's very extensive, and if someone else does it,
yeah, फिर मसला हो जाएगा.
Yeah. But very close to me type situation. Yeah.
Okay, fair. Yeah. Does any of what about all this is work? Which one of those things? Which one of these things? Even your videography, you love that stuff.
Yeah.
You know, which one of these things is work right now?
I feel like universities work right now.
Just studying. Okay.
That's what it feels like, because I'm spending most of my time there rather than with myself to go over all of these things and actually do them properly.
Sure.
And even with my parents, they don't take any money from me. It's such a weird situation where I'm ready to give them money and I'm like, just take some. And
do they need it?
I don't know if they do. We don't really talk about anything like that.
Good, alhamdulillah,
like they
bro.
came to Karachi, I took them to Karachi.
Okay, wonderful.
I was like, that's the only place I could take them to. And they were like, why are you spending that much money on food? I was like,
because I got money.
Proper desi. They got proper desi like vibes to them, and they're just like, nahi jana humne. Like, I still took them. They had a good time, and then they went back to Islamabad. But they don't take any money from me, and I feel like they keep telling me to put it towards college, and I'm like,
I understand.
Yeah,
I understand. You have to do it for them. It's okay. I get it. But you came of age. Like, there's no education that could have prepared you for what you were getting yourself into.
Definitely not.
Especially the freelance work.
Yeah.
The organization, again, I don't know how many good things I can say about the organization, but it sounds like they take care of their people. And this I've heard from other people as well.
Yeah.
Right? They take care of their people. They really do treat you as family.
Yeah.
So you were in safe hands and you got, lucky.
Yeah.
Allah ka karam to hai.
Yeah.
Ki aap jo hai, you went with them first. But then once you left them, then again, you met a brilliant group of people in Hassan and Farhan and Abdullah, right? And everyone else who you must have met, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But you also did a bunch of freelance work.
Yeah.
Right? What's your experience been like there?
I have worked with a lot of people.
Yeah.
this whole time, and I know the types of people that come to you. Either, okay, a lot of people who are like, why do you charge this much?
Okay.
That's their first question. They're like, why are you charging this much?
Okay.
Just like, I
Why
know.
come to you then?
Exactly. They don't really understand how much time I've spent learning that one thing to do it in 5 minutes. Like, I know I can do it in 5 minutes, but I'm charging you this much because I learned to do it in 5 minutes. And you can find someone who can do it in 20 minutes and could take 5% of what I'm taking. But you have to know the process that it takes you to do all of that. And I started when I worked in Islamabad. I was still doing like I did like 1-2 projects in Islamabad or whatever, very small projects. And I worked with this musician that it just came about to where I didn't get paid for my things. And then I moved to Karachi, and so that person said, like, why don't you sit on the footage and we'll talk about it later. And I was like, okay, fine. I came to Karachi. My laptop, I don't think my family knows about this, but someone tried to steal my laptop.
What, dude? Come on.
The first day in Karachi, someone tried to steal my laptop and it broke. Like, they threw it and then they ran off. Like, before, like, because someone was running behind them as well.
Okay.
Not me, like a police man.
Okay.
And so he threw it and he ran, sat on a bike and he ran.
What
my laptop.
What laptop was it?
It was like some old, I don't even know. It was HP or something.
Well, that's the only thing you had at the time?
At that time, that's what I was working at.
How did that feel?
I was like, what am I supposed to do, right? It happened. So, like, I tried to get it fixed, but it didn't get fixed. And all of the footage inside it got deleted. So I got into a fight type situation with this person and it didn't work out well. But now we're on good terms. We talked about it. So it's fine now. But that happened. And there's also another musician in Karachi that I got to work with. There's a lot of issues on my end as well. I was going through a lot. My grandfather died in that month. And I couldn't get back to them that quickly. And I was really, like, I was taken aback by his death because there's so many things that I could have done that I didn't do. Like, I didn't get to meet him even though I was going to Islamabad a lot, but I didn't go meet my grandfather for like 6-7 months before he passed away.
Okay.
And the day that I was supposed to get to Islamabad, my flight, that was the day that same day, I had my flight at night, and he passed away in the morning that same day. And they couldn't push my flight back at an earlier time. And I was like, wow. For 6 months, I got to meet him. And the one day that I decided to go to Islamabad, he passes away. And so it really, like, hurt me, right? So this whole time I filmed a music video for this one person. And from my side, there was a lot of unprofessional things that I've done that I agree with. I agree what they were saying, but they also put a lot of things on me.
Okay.
Where I don't do production. I just do direction. So if someone wants to work with me, like, I tell you that this is the video, this is what I want, this is what we should do. It's your job to get all of those things and give it to me, right? And that's what I recently found out. Like, you need to put yourself straight.
Sure.
With your clients.
Yeah.
You can't.
In writing, if you can. Yeah.
In writing. But this person is someone that I knew through people here. Like, a lot of mutual friends. And that's why I didn't do the writing thing. A lot of the work that I do now, I have a contract that people sign. Get back to me even with the money. I send an invoice. They give me money. Like, that's how it works now.
That's just how you have to do it, man. You have to.
At this point, like, I didn't start off with that, but I learned the hard way that you have to go through that. It's a process. You learn through it, right?
Yeah.
But when it came time for the money, I sent the music video, got edited. They gave me a lot of changes on it, even though I don't, even though I sent them the video a million times, I got the changes after I was done with the final edit. I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Let's just get over it. And I never got my money from that.
Still didn't?
Yeah, still.
How long has it been?
Dude, it's been like, I think 1 whole year. And 2 months after they posted the video, I called in and I was like, listen, I didn't get my money still. And they were like, oh, let's talk about the money. Like, there were some issues from your side and from our side as well. Let's sit and talk about it. And I was like, if we're talking about this, let's just not even talk about the money, because there's no point in taking that small amount of money, because I wasn't even charging them properly. I was just charging them for edits. And I didn't even charge them properly. So I was like, let's just stop right here. I'd rather not get into that whole argument over that money situation, because I wasn't even charging you that much. And they were like, oh, but for us it's a lot, and then it's not right for you to take the same amount still.
But you agreed.
Because we posted it after a month. And I was like, fine, whatever, let's not even go over that. You can take your money, I don't mind. And I just got the call, and we never talked about it. They never got back to me. They never messaged me with a sorry or whatever.
Chalo yaar, majboori hoti hai logon ki. I don't know what to say to that, man.
Yeah.
But I think if you're going to, I think you have to honor your words, na?
Yeah.
I think you have to honor your words.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna agree to pay me something, pay me something.
Yeah, just do it.
Whatever it is, just matlab defer the payment. Be like, is mahine nahi de sakta, or whatever. Majbooriyan.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. It's just.
And the people who come to you after you've done your work and given it to them, they know what they're doing. they know what they're doing. They're not that innocent. They're taking your work and literally not paying you the money. That's what it is.
Yeah.
It's not that hard to get.
How do you work around it now though? Do you ask for 50% upfront?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I do it now. I take 50% beforehand and then 50% after the day that I give the video.
The day.
Yeah.
And that's in writing?
Yeah. That's on my contract.
Okay.
Some people don't follow that, but
Yeah.
A lot of fashion brands in Pakistan, they don't pay on the day that you give them the video.
Okay.
I think it's a thing like everywhere in Pakistan. It's not even just fashion brands, it's like every other big brand. They don't pay you on time.
No.
So they pay you, I think they have their payment situation happening like 4 times a year. So they
make you feel it.
Yeah.
They make
you wait for like a couple of months. But they give you your money. So it's not like they're running away with it. They're just take a couple of months.
But मुझे कभी feel होता है कि if you were going to pay me, why make me go through this extra aziyat ko kya bolenge, this extra bit of discomfort?
Yeah.
But just pay me then. You were going to pay me, no? We agreed you were going to pay me. So pay me. What's all this business?
Yeah, but like, I also understand that point.
Yeah?
Because I'm just like, it's
business
not...
cycles and all that?
Yeah, I do get it.
Okay.
Because there's a lot of payments that you have to give out, right? And then you can't give out one payment every day because it's just your accountant's going to kill himself. So just let him do it in one day. Like, it's fine. Like, I don't mind it.
Okay.
It's like a piggy bank situation. Like 2 months later, I see my bank and I'm like, oh, I'm rich now.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's fine. I'm still getting my money. It's not like I'm not getting it, right?
Fair. You would think that it's just managing the resources a little better.
Yeah.
Are there any designs on starting your own production house or what have you?
Yes.
Yes.
So at this point, like I'm planning, I already planned it out, but I just still need more people on board to actually, I don't know if you know Kid Super. It's it's a guy in New York. He has this own house. It's not Team 10.
I don't know what Team 10 is.
Oh, I guess. Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Because I'm old.
yeah. I didn't want to say it. I just said, yeah, that makes sense. It's like, Jake Paul, right?
I know Logan Paul.
So it's his brother, younger brother. He started this whole house thing where everyone lived in the same house and they just made content together.
Bro, ye log sab aisa kar rahe hain, pata hai? Logan Paul does it. Logan Paul had that big house. Yeah. All of them surpassed like 1 million, 2 million, 3 million followers. George Jenko did that with Bubba Town.
Yeah.
Right? Where they also bring in new people constantly. I think that's the way to go, man. I really do.
different in my, like, what I want to do. I don't want to make a house and just give people one room and, you know, like, अच्छा काजी भाई आ जाए एक कमरा आपके लिए एक कमरा उसके लिए एक फरहान तुम ले लो मतलब साथ बैठ
ब्रो फरहान वाला कमरा असल कमरा होगा ब्रो मेरे कमरे को छोड़ो ब्रो सब फरहान के कमरे में बैठे होंगे
तो ये वाला नहीं करना बस ये है कि अपने अपने घर पे रहें आए और मतलब it's a umbrella with every type of creative that you want. And so if you are a client, you can come to me and you're like, okay, I want you to make this fashion film for me and this is my budget. I'll obviously tell you कि इस बजट में इतना हो सकता है इससे ज़्यादा नहीं हो सकता. I'll tell you कि ये मेरे पास डायरेक्टर्स हैं और ये काम करेंगे और ये बंदा ये है और आपने म्यूज़िक बनाना है तो म्यूज़िक के लिए हमारे पास ये बंदा है. ये सब कुछ हम इन हाउस करना चाहते हैं.
Interesting.
तो ये
very good. Like a specialized content creation. So not just a production house then.
Yeah.
A specialized content creation house, right? That makes sense, man. That makes a lot of sense. You can always, the way Logan Paul people did their work, like I really did rack my head around why we couldn't have that here.
Yeah.
You know, because essentially, for all intents and purposes, you, Farhan, Hassan and Abdullah ne kya kiya? Basically the same thing, no? Yeah. But I mean, if it was consolidated, if it was like, nahi, ab proper hum log ko sabka ghar ek hai, this is where we live, and we all just do this day and night.
Yeah. But that's the thing, you can't work with your friends and that's the one thing I learned. I don't work with my friends. I don't work with my family members. I don't do any work for my family members.
Anymore.
I never did. That's how I started. Even like family weddings, I don't take pictures at because I'm just like, you know, I'm a family member. I want to just come and enjoy this. Even at my friends, like I'd never take pictures of my friends with my camera because I'm just like, I don't want to break
that barrier, the boundary.
Yeah, it's my work. I want it to be my work. I don't want to mix those two things together. And same thing with that situation. I don't think friends can work together properly. Okay. In a way, like you can work together on certain projects, but you can't properly work with your friends.
Yeah, not a full-time
thing. Yeah,
you're
bound to fuck up your friendship.
Sure, 100%, of course.
So just keep a boundary. That's what I learned.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Yeah. How would people get in touch with you for this umbrella?
So I've been trying to do that for a really long time now. And either the people that I want, they're all already doing their things.
Okay.
And one of my friends, like again, Zen, that I've already mentioned before, the one from Horrors and Kamran, I talked to him about this. I was like, listen, I really want people who can come and join this umbrella situation and be a creative under this creative umbrella. And then if they want to do something, they can do it on the side. But when they're working with this brand, I'm calling it +92. So I already got hashtag and all of that. Instagram account for it.
Yeah.
It's +92 and Pakistan go.
I know. Dude, I'm on that old. Come on now. Come on, buddy.
Yeah.
What's all this?
So that I got. And I'm like, if someone wants to work with us, like, they can, whenever they are doing something with us, imagine going back to that situation where you're the client and you're coming to me and you're like, fashion film fashion film pe agar, if we're just editing it and one of my employees edited, that just say Bharti is my employee and he's editing that video, it'll just say +92 edited by +92 friends, right? And even if I'm just directing it, it just says +92 friends. Doesn't say my name on it. Someone else can direct it as well, but it's still going to say +92 friends.
It's a consortium.
I don't know what that means.
It's a collective.
Yeah, collective.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a collective. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You are legion.
Yeah.
Are you into comic books?
I'm not.
Okay.
I've never read
Whatever.
any. I'm sorry.
He gets upset. Never mind.
Yeah. But so that what I really want to do.
Yeah.
Properly. And so you can email me. It's on my Instagram, thatlil.kid. You can go and then click on the email thing and just email me your resume, portfolio, or whatever.
Yeah.
Anything you think that this is your best work, I'll look at it.
Yeah. You are prominent in the right circles, right? But you don't have a mass following. Is that something that you would want? A mass following?
I don't know. I feel like it could happen if I push myself properly. I never post that much. And I feel like at this point, whatever following I have, it's very good.
Yeah.
And it's proper. I don't want to have someone else's fans just follow me just because they want to see their famous friend on my page, right? I don't want that to happen. And famous friend, what? That makes sense. But whatever. Yeah. So I don't want that to happen. I feel like at this point, everyone that follows me and everyone that I follow is very
authentic,
important, in a way to me as well. And I feel like they matter one way or another, and I also matter to them one way or another. I don't want to just I don't want 50,000 people liking my picture and not saying anything important underneath it. Does that make sense?
It does. Interesting.
Like they can come and they can like it and they can tell me if I did something wrong, but properly, not just like ye kya laga diya tumne. Ye kya
Mar jao.
Yeah.
Because that's what they do, right? Before the podcast, we were speaking, and I said to you, the question I posed was, do you think you get good work based off PR or merit?
Yeah.
And you were like, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Why'd you say that?
I feel like it's 50-50, honestly.
Okay.
Because most of my work that I did, sorry, what the fuck?
Why are you crying, dude? I mean,
I'm not crying. I don't know
what's
what's happening
a heavy question.
To my eyes. Like I
serious question.
Yeah. I took a shower and then the soap got in my eyes. And
do you shampoo your hair?
Yeah.
Every day?
Not every day.
Okay. Well, how often do you shampoo your hair?
Like every other day.
Dude, you need to shampoo your hair once a week.
Once a week.
Dude, you're going to lose your hair.
It's already going.
Bro, आपके जा रहे हैं मेरे सोचो like look I'm about to be 30, right?
Yeah.
चले जाएंगे bro. और मतलब चले जाएं तो चले जाएं खैर है लेकिन जितना कर सकें. So try once a week.
I've been using this organic
whatever
shampoo.
Try once a week.
It works pretty okay.
Try once a week. I'm not telling you.
But then it gets greasy. Like what do you do with that?
The grease, it's natural oil. It'll recover itself. It'll recover itself. It's fine.
Okay, that's
yeah.
If I start smelling,
you won't.
No,
you won't. You wash your head, right, with water, and you wash your body. I take like 3 showers a day. I work out, right?
Yeah.
I told you, I haven't been working out. I didn't work out today.
Yeah.
But I used to work out twice a day.
Yeah.
So I would take 2 or 3 showers a day. Lekin no shampoo. No shampoo for weeks. Just soap.
For weeks?
For weeks. Plural, yeah. Just soap.
What do you mean?
Bro,
just soap? Like what soap?
Okay, so फालतू में brand Calm & Balm का soap आता है, body soap, बहुत अच्छा होता है, right? But for my body, for my face, but nothing for my hair. Try, bro.
Ad दिया है.
Yeah, bro, ऐसा. Calm & Balm.
Sponsored.
Hashtag.
Yeah.
No one sponsors a podcast. Dude, come on now. You know better.
Yeah.
Pakistan hai. Lekin, but yeah. So soap got in your eye.
Yeah. I'll try that out.
Yeah, कोई बात नहीं bro, देख, कोई बात नहीं. लेकिन हाँ, so you're talking about meritocracy versus PR.
Yeah, I feel like everything that I've even done, like half of it is also luck. Every time I did a video, like even meeting people, half of it is also luck to me for some reason. I feel like if I was still in Islamabad and doing the same type of work, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be taking all these risks. I feel like the people that I met, their kindness also comes into part. Like,
absolutely, yes.
Yeah. And I know I can just preach the whole drop out and do what you want to do. And it's all a...
Would you ever?
I mean, I didn't go to college for that long, right?
But would you ever preach it?
No, I wouldn't. I feel like college is an important part of your life. You should actually go for it when it's the right time. At this point, I feel like it's no use to me, but I'm still doing it because I want to see later on, like if it actually helps me or not. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It's 4 years of my life, but
I just think, dude, I would hope at least, okay, there's been enough people in IVS who've also gone to school and, done their, work or job or whatever on the side. Mm-hmm. I would just hope that they give you that much leeway, that much consideration.
So right now they haven't, but I'm hoping.
बात करो ना उनसे, bro.
Yeah, okay. Abhi recently, pata kya hua? Recently, I was I was checking Instagram, and a day before this, I got into that situation where I had to go to Islamabad for something, and it was a funeral that I wanted to go to Islamabad for, and I was talking to my teacher. And I was like, I don't know if I should talk about this. Anyways, I just didn't get the day off, and it makes sense because it's their policy. Like if I leave for one day, it's gonna be an absent anyways. Like they're not gonna add a present on it, right?
Okay.
So I had 3 days off already. So if I take another day off,
Automatic fail.
It's a fail. So I was just like, today I can't really go over this situation. I'm gonna go anyways. I know this is a situation. Like I'll beg you to at least give me another day off because it's a funeral. It's not in my hands. But they sent me their policy and situation. I wrote it again. I read it again where it says if it's not your immediate family, you don't get it.
Come on. Come on, man.
But it's policy, right?
All right.
It's nothing wrong with it,
Okay,
I guess.
Whatever.
If it's written, it's written.
Sure.
So it's... Yeah, so that happened. And I'm sorry, what was I talking about?
The question was, we are hoping that...
They give me leeway.
Yeah. Give you leeway, some sort.
Yeah, so... And that happened, and I was like, okay, fuck it. Like, I don't care. I came back to school, and I was like, fuck everything. I really don't care about this place. If they kick me out, they kick me out. That's it.
Okay.
Like, I tried my best until now. Like, I do my work as much as I can. Like, I be a part of this university as much as I can, whatever. Uske agle din, no, I see IVS posting their students remade Paisa and posted it on their account. Or seniors. All these seniors, they remade a music video that I directed.
Yeah.
I'm literally a student in university. I know they don't know that I'm the one who did it.
Maybe
right?
you should tell them.
Half of the students don't know that it's me who made that music video. Whoever made that music video, I don't think they know that I'll study there. But I have told a couple of my teachers that I work outside. It's a proper thing that I do outside. It's not just me doing it for fun. It's not a hobby right now. It's my full-time work that I do. But it takes time for that to... I think by next year when I'm out of this foundation year situation, I feel like I'll have to work properly at uni as well and show them that this is what I do. That don't take me lightly. I'll have to show them something for that to happen at one point, but whatever.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, whatever indeed. I honestly don't understand why universities of this caliber do not appreciate the fact that people like you are really breaking ground. You're really doing some...
I'm trying.
I mean, तो कोशिश तो properly करने देंगे ना आपको. Bro, IBA नहीं consider किया आपने.
आप IBA गए थे?
नहीं bro. I was stayed in Toronto.
ये तो flex है.
No, flex नहीं है bro. मैं आपको इसलिए बता रहा हूँ.
Flex नहीं है, life है.
ये life है bro. मुझे बातचीत नहीं चाहिए. नहीं, send my checks. मुझे बातचीत नहीं चाहिए. Imagine a bad reading of their lyrics.
Yeah.
बस तू अपना सा घर है और लगा रहा. Say it like it's mine. Meaningful stuff. But yeah, and that's why that's the only reason why I'm telling you is universities abroad, some of the best universities in the world, you would not believe the kind of freedom they give you.
Yeah.
Because they understand that that's actually what will foster greatness or whatever,
Yeah.
Whether it's in Malaysia or Canada. मैं तो काफी अच्छा सीन था alhamdulillah. But yeah, I didn't study here.
I did apply to all of these universities outside Pakistan. I got into some. But imagine a university in New York is giving you $80,000 off. But बाकी 2 करोड़ रुपए कौन देगा? मतलब ये वाला point था ना. मतलब सही है 80 लाख रुपए दिए हैं आपने off. But like बाकी 2 करोड़ कौन सा?
2 करोड़ रुपए bro.
It's 40,000 per year, right? For international.
International. Yeah. I was not an international student. That's how I got in. Bro, that would have been too much. Dude, this has been a lot of fun. We could call it right now.
Yeah.
If you want to get out of here.
Call who?
Call it. Bro, come on, dude.
Dad jokes.
Dad joke. Hashtag dad joke. What's it called?
कितना time हुआ अभी वैसे?
I don't know. I wasn't counting. क्या मुझे बताओ क्या टाइम हुआ क्या पर घड़ी क्यों पहनी हुई आपने
11:35. No, इसमें I think 3-4 मिनट आगे.
Okay, 11:35 अगर हुए ना तो I think we are 1 hour and change into this. We could keep going. We could start talking shit. After the
Let's talk shit.
Yeah, after 1 hour the podcast degenerated.
Let's talk shit.
सारे आपके दोस्त जो हैं उनको आप मैसेज करोगे.
What do you want to talk shit about?
Bro, I don't talk shit. मैं तो pretty even keel. I will say this, dude. I will say the general apathy of the audiences here, you know, and how completely aloof they are of the creative process. अपनी बात कर लो, हसन की बात कर लो, मानू की बात कर लो, Tahaji, you know, or the Stunners, or anyone big. The Stunners are huge right now, right? Yeah. Big Irfan Junejo himself, huge, right? Or Hassan Rahim getting there, Manu getting there, Tahaji getting there. किसी की भी बात कर लो ना. Audiences are great, but they're great only as long as you're good.
Yeah.
Right? The minute you start hurting or tumbling or breaking, they're like, nah,
it's
bro.
Not even that. It's just, it's a hurt. And even on, like, I saw it myself, like on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. Like, I've been on Twitter for a really long time, right?
Yeah.
I had a different account before. I had a proper public account. And I used to tweet a lot of random
अब
shit.
anonymous हो?
अब नहीं, अब तो मैं पूरा नाम लिखा हुआ है. पहले थोड़ा सा anonymous था कि मेरा proper नाम नहीं लिखा हुआ था, ये जो भी है. But I saw it, like, right when all these people are growing, every single person was like, oh, this person is the best, this person is the best. And right when they get to a certain level, फौरन से ना hate भी आना शुरू हो जाता है कि यार इसने ये क्या पहना हुआ है, इसने ये बाल क्यों बनाए हुए हैं, इसने ये चश्मा क्यों पहना हुआ है. मतलब इतनी छोटी छोटी ऐसी चीज़ें हैं ना कि मतलब अगर आप नहीं लिखेंगे कुछ होगा नहीं. उस बंदे ने देखना है फिर भी. आई नो कि बेशक आपके 4 मिलियन फॉलोअर्स भी है ना, आपने जाके हेट कमेंट ज़रूर पढ़ना है.
फील होना,
हर बंदा पढ़ता है ये. इट्स नॉट समथिंग यू आर जस्ट सेइंग टू योरसेल्फ. आप जो लिख रहे हैं लोग देख रहे हैं.
Yeah.
और everyone that I know who's there at certain level, they see it and it hurts them one way or another. It just,
how could it not, man?
Yeah.
How could it not?
Yeah, because they see the love as well. कि एक point पे आके, because they feed off of it, right? You're working hard because you feed off of that love. And once you get to a certain point and you get that hate, it hurts you equally.
Bro, देख मसला ये होता है, love is safe.
Yeah.
Physiologically speaking, अपने सिर्फ दिमाग की plight सोचो. Love is safe. If it's safe, you don't pay attention to it, na? If it's dangerous, hate is dangerous. You obviously pay attention to the dangerous stuff, right? If there's 50 puppies coming your way, you're like 50 puppies. But if there's one tiger, एक tiger है, 50 puppies है, 100 puppies हैं, लेकिन tiger एक ही है, who would you pay attention to, you know? You know, perceived danger.
But like, hate is also easy to
give?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Very easy.
Yeah.
Like it's not easy to love and give love, but it's really easy to give hate. I don't know where I'm going with this.
I think both are easy. I think love is easier. I just think you have to look beyond yourself. Right? Because the thing is, and Carl Jung ने ये बात फरमाई. Carl Jung बड़े समझदार इंसान थे. उन्होंने ये बात फरमाई है, या शायद फ्रॉइड ने फरमाई थी कि जो भी आपको किसी और के बारे में बॉदर कर रही है ना, से it keeps bothering me that you're wearing rings right now.
Yeah.
मिसाल हाँ नहीं right, just keep it bothers me. Freud was like, you need to look within yourself because it will inform you about something that is in you. That's why it's bothering you. It has nothing to do with Arham. Nothing at all to do with him. Me disliking you has such little to do with you. It's hilarious. Because I make you the vessel for my hate, you know, and I put all this on you.
You're just projecting.
And projecting बड़े खतरनाक तरीके से. And you're just over there like, dude, I'm really in a bad mental space because of all the things that you've said. Meanwhile, none of it has anything to do with you. Or most of it has nothing to do with you, you know? And the thing is, वो वाली बात है कि our audiences really need to get their act together, because you know ये वाला जो एटीट्यूड होता है ना, हाँ इनको अच्छा नहीं लग रहा तो ना करें, वो ना करें. आपके पास horrendous content है अभी. If these people were not here, you would have horrendous recycled cultural content from other places in the world जिनकी आपसे reality match ही नहीं करती है. क्या देख रहे होते? टीन वुल्फ देखते, हाँ वैम्पायर डायरीज देखते, क्या देख रहे होते आप?
यही है अभी भी वही. अब इंडिया में जो मूवीज निकाल रहे हैं आजकल इंडिया, they're amazing.
They're amazing, dude.
Like अगर वही चीज़ अभी पाकिस्तान में बनेगी और यही लोग आके बोलेंगे क्यों बन रही है. I don't understand that. Like even with Pakistan, some of the people that Pakistan loves, but why do they love them but not love other people? I don't get that. Like Atif Aslam, a great guy, love his work and love his music. He's generally a nice person, right? That's what the internet says.
Yeah.
Every single place you see is just there's something good about Atif Aslam. Let's just say, I'm not hoping, but let's just say एक वीडियो आती है जिसमें he's being mean to a fan. उसी दिन cancel शुरू हो जाएगा. Cancel Atif Aslam. But all these years, I don't know where I'm going with this actually.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just go. We'll find out. Yeah.
I was gonna say something else, but like it's coming off as something else.
चल चुप बोल तो सही ना.
I was just saying that there's certain things that make people love you in Pakistan.
Yeah. Yes.
And you can come out with a durood in the month of Ramadan, and you can win the hearts of Pakistani people.
Yeah.
But if you don't do that, you're still like in their blind spot, right? Right when you do it, you're like, okay, wow, great guy. But are you doing it for yourself or are you doing it for the people?
It's performative.
Yeah. That's what makes the people love you in the end.
So,
right?
So ऐसे होता है. Again, Jungian psychoanalytics में there's the individual unconscious, आपकी अलग मेरी अलग सबकी अलग, and there's the collective unconscious. Individual unconscious में होते हैं complexes. मेरा complex है I need to look taller than everyone else. Individual unconscious है. Collective unconscious में इस किस्म के complexes नहीं होते. Collective unconscious में होते हैं archetypes. Right? So our collective unconscious, Pakistan का, is governed by certain archetypes. And एक मिसाल देता हूँ आपको. Notice how many of these archetypes Imran Khan embodies. Notice, huh? One of the archetypes that we are governed by is the strong man. Strong, toxic masculine trait की हद तक strong. Like, no, feelings क्या चीज़ होती है bro? मैं रोता थोड़ी हूँ, मैं मजबूत हूँ, मैं टूटता ही नहीं हूँ, right? Strong man, the leader, the one who is holier, holier than everyone else, right? The religious savant, the person who's, a redemption arc. And मैं आपको बात बताऊँ, I'm a literal fan of Imran Khan, right? But there's a time when you have to start picking out what it is that so many people, will make so many people gravitate towards him. It's archetypes. Yeah. And you have to figure out what archetypes are important for certain people. And what's interesting is if you just look at anyone, you can look at Hassan, Hassan Rahim also enamors certain archetypes. If मतलब देखो अल्लाह ताला की तरफ से करम है तभी he's successful, right? We understand that because of our religiosity, alhamdulillah. But if you were to try and break it down in the corporeal sense, he also embodies certain archetypes, right? So, like for instance, I love Hassan, I do, right? Hassan, I love you. But look at how he looks. Look at his features. उसकी एक किस्म की height है, उसकी किस्म की build है. He dresses.
I thought he was 5'2".
Huh? What?
Twitter keeps calling him 5'2".
5'2". Yeah. That's his height, and that's what. Imagine. He's 5'2", and he's that big.
He's actually
right?
not 5'2". People, it's so funny, dude. One day randomly, someone just tweeted, Hassan Rahim is 5'2".
Then he's 5'2", and he's still 5'2". Killing it, bro. Alhamdulillah. 5'2". So that's it. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Hassan's 5'2", and Manu's like 8 foot tall, bro. Manu se main pehli baar mila tha. I was like, Manu.
Manu's tall.
He's really tall, bro. He doesn't look like it. Yeah. He's really tall. MashaAllah. And what a wonderful guy also. But well, right. So he dresses a certain way. He moves a certain way. He talks a certain way. These are archetypes, right? And our collective conscious as a society is governed by these archetypes, right? Once you start figuring that out, now I think Atif Aslam's overwhelming success, Abda Pareem's overwhelming success, or the lack of success that some people have enjoyed begins to become clear. Like, for instance, one of the biggest rock stars we've ever had is Ali Azmat, right? Because a few videos of him showed up where he maybe wasn't his best self, you're going to just forget him. Dude,
that happens.
But think about all the stuff he did for the music scene. Ali Azmat I'm talking about, right? Before we were even a thing, he was like just destroying everything, right?
Yeah.
Phir, you know?
Gayab ho jata sab.
Bro, aise hota hai, bro. That's something. Does that worry you though, for your friends or for yourself?
Yeah.
Cancel culture and all those things?
No, I mean, not cancel culture. I feel like, I don't know, like I might say something that I don't want to say. But like most of these people, they're very grown and I still don't understand where some people get into trouble for doing certain things that they shouldn't be doing. And they're grown enough to know that this is wrong.
Sure.
Right? And if I'm doing something wrong at a certain age where I shouldn't be doing that, and I know I shouldn't be doing that, then I feel like it's fine. Like, I get to learn one way or another. It gets out of hand very quickly, but none of your friends tell you that you're doing something wrong. That's the thing. At that point, everyone around you is a yes man.
Sure.
They keep like encouraging that, and someone has to come in and tell you that this is wrong. And if that one thing and people online can tell you that this is wrong, it should be done in a way, but not like you shouldn't get hanged for something, right?
That you shouldn't be hanged for.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what.
No, it makes sense.
I
It
feel
makes
like
sense.
it's too late.
It makes sense. It makes sense. It makes sense. So what you're saying is sometimes you need a reality check because a lot of these people are so big.
Yeah.
कि इनके चारों तरफ जो लोग हैं, they're not going to say anything to them.
Yeah, I've seen it. मतलब ऐसे लोग हैं जिनके साथ 4 लोग घूम रहे होते हैं और सारे लोग यार तू सही कर रहा है ब्रो, एक जोक भी मारेंगे 4 लोग हंसेंगे, क्यों हंस रहे हो यार? मतलब sometimes it's not funny. You don't have to laugh at every single joke. Like,
but they do.
It's a thing. चल रहा है, लोग अपना घर भी ऐसे चलता है कुछ लोग का.
But again, back to the thing, and I suppose this is a good place to end this podcast. Your journey's been so chaotic, right? And it's been all over the place. And you have obviously mentioned luck.
Yeah.
How would you tell if there was one person?
Yeah.
This one person, right? He's like, I want to literally trace your footsteps and do exactly what you did.
Yeah.
What's the one thing you feel that sets you apart from other? There must be something you think. आपके नज़रिए में कोई आपका नुक्ता नज़र इस बारे में कि कोई एक ऐसी चीज़ है that sets me apart from other people. What is that one thing? Do you think?
I take a lot of risks.
Yeah.
I take a lot of risks. Like
without a safety net.
Without a safety net, it could fuck me up later on. But at this point, like, I don't know if you've seen Yes Man with Jim Carrey in it.
नहीं देखी मैंने.
Do you know about Yes Theory? It's like a YouTube channel.
Yeah, that I know about. Yeah.
So like ever since I came to Karachi, I've said yes to a lot of things, and I feel like that works in my favor.
Harkat mein barkat, again, that thing.
Harkat mein barkat. Like every time, if your heart says it's fine, like just go at it, just do it. I'd rather, like, every time someone is like, a lot of people, like, I know I'm not famous, but like some people come to me and they're just like, मैं क्या करूँ, मैं कैसे start करूँ, photography कैसे सीखनी है, video कैसे start करूँ, मुझे भी ये करना है. But
then just
you spend so much time coming to me and asking me all of that. You can just go to YouTube and search it up and just go at it. It's not that hard. Just pick up a camera and shoot something. You don't have, it's not rocket science.
Or use your phone.
Yeah, it's not rocket science. I swear to God, videography is easy. Editing is hard, but picking up a camera and shooting with it, it's not hard.
But these days, there's even editing softwares on mobile phones that are intuitive. You can
even
just,
TikTok, you just add clips into it, it edits for you.
Ab batao.
Like, there's no excuse. I feel like a lot of people, Pakistan is very, another thing I want to talk about.
Sure.
Okay, there's a thing in Pakistan where everyone's so used to excuses that it became a part of our culture.
Excuses became a part
Excuses.
of... Interesting. Say more.
करीम वाला आपके पास आता है.
Yes.
सही है. वो लेट इस वजह से हुआ है क्योंकि उसको निकलते हुए बीच में ट्रैफिक मिली है. उसको अपने बच्चे को अगर स्कूल छोड़ना था. I'm not saying कि these problems are not real.
They're real.
Saying
Yeah.
They could be real, but he is the one who's responsible for picking up the ride, right? He picked up the ride. रास्ते में 3 जगह का रुक के आया and he's 30 minutes late. He's not gonna take that responsibility.
He's going to put it on you.
He's
or
gonna be
anywhere
like,
else.
सर बीच में ये हो गया and then you're like अच्छा सही है चलो गाड़ी में बैठता. ये इसी तरह एक दो दफ़ा मेरे साथ भी ऐसे भी हुआ है कि like I'm on a bike Kiya and I'm just going and this guy उसकी पेट्रोल ख़त्म हो जाता. And I'm just like रोड के बीच में आपका पेट्रोल ख़त्म हो गया है. Why didn't you just पहले क्यों नहीं दिलवाया? सर वो रास्ते में आपको पता है इधर उधर वो थोड़ा दूर पड़ रहा था पेट्रोल पंप तो मैंने कहा चलो आपको उठाते हुए चला जाऊँ. It's an excuse to me. You like it's just 1 second of your life. You can do that. आप जाके पेट्रोल दिलवा सकते हैं आ सकते हैं. ये तो मैं बहुत छोटे लेवल पे बात कर रहा हूँ. बहुत इस तरह के बहुत ज़्यादा चीज़ें ऐसी हैं मैंने देखी हैं कि लोग they would rather give an excuse than take that responsibility.
Well, people are used to taking wanton liberty with you, with everyone.
Yeah.
Just say for instance, right? If I am meant to be at your place at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Right. I, as a Pakistani person, do not understand the inherent disrespect. Right?
Yeah.
No. I'm not taking shots at you. Come on, dude. Don't make that face. I'm not taking shots at you because ये यहाँ का माहौल है, right? जैसे मैं आपने मुझे अचानक से किसी दिन कीड़े ने काट दिया. मैंने बोला कि मुझे आके जो है ना म्यूजिक बनानी है. आप बोल रहे हैं काजी भाई प्लीज आपकी बहुत ज्यादा उम्र हो गई है प्लीज ऐसा ना मुझे म्यूजिक बनानी है. You're like okay fine, you know, I'll be at my house or my place and you can come and you know we can do something cool. अब मैं जो है आपको बोला 10 बजे मैं 11 बजे पहुंचता हूँ, right? I will give excuses, right? But I don't understand. I just don't value your time enough, you know, to actually feel bad about it. And then if you make me feel bad, then you're a bad person.
Exactly. I became a part of this culture as well. Like even with this university situation I was telling you about, एक दिन I took an extra day off, right? उसमें उनकी कोई गलती नहीं है. मैं उनको एक excuse दे रहा हूँ कि I went for a funeral. If I don't talk about that situation, they have no, like, they can choose not to give me that day off. उनके तो पॉलिसी में लिखा हुआ है ना. मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है कि मैं वो एक दिन अपने लिए बचा के रखूँ. ठीक है, इस दिन कुछ भी हो सकता है. लेट मी जस्ट पुट इट टू द साइड. वो एक एक्स्ट्रा तीसरा दिन मैं एक इमरजेंसी के लिए रख लूँ. वो फिर मेरी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बनती है. लेकिन फिर मैं भी एक एक्सक्यूज़ दे रहा हूँ कि मुझे इस चीज़ के लिए जाना है इस्लामाबाद. एक और दिन मैंने इस वजह से लिया. And now I'm getting mad at them for not giving me that extra day off. Does that make sense? Like मैं भी इस उस bubble में आ गया हूँ. और I don't understand this. I feel like it's a
cycle. 100% is a cycle. I think most of us just end up taking liberty with each other.
Yeah.
And I think that is evidenced by how people behave online.
Yeah.
You know, with celebrities and everyone else. And, you know, like, just say my name, saying all sorts of outlandish things just to get your attention, just to rile you up, just to... I mean, before you came, na, I was on live, I was waiting for this. I was like, let's just go on live. It's whatever, no? Yeah. And this one dude, oh man, he got under my skin. I should know better. At this age, you know, all those things, I should know better. But he just got under my skin and I'm like, bro, aap jidhar bhi aana chaho. You know, मुझे आके मार लो लेकिन physically आओ तो सही.
मार लो.
हाँ मुझे आके ब्रो देखो लड़ाई होगी ना एक बंदे ने जीतना एक बंदे ने हारना है. I'm okay with that.
क्या मतलब?
That's 50-50 bro, you know. But ये जो आप you know where it's no threat or inconvenience to you, you don't have your name, your face, your official profile, there's nothing. आपने सिर्फ एक प्रोफाइल बनाई एक बंदे को तंग करने के लिए. आप एक बंदे को अजियत देने के लिए बैठे हुए हो यहाँ पे.
ये जिंदगी आपकी.
Bro ये जिंदगी आपकी. Yeah. And I know that's how insignificant you are.
Yeah.
But then why is it getting under my skin? Because आखिर मैं भी इंसान हूँ ना bro.
Yeah.
और किसी दिन you know when you're fed and you're good, you've slept, you're like bro miss karao. I'm doing good work, alhamdulillah. But then there's other days, you know, when it's not going well.
Yeah.
You're like, यार bro,
हाँ,
ये गली
इसको जाके बस कुटना है.
हाँ bro, इसको कुटना है ईमान से. And I don't know, dude. I don't know what to do about that. But you know, really prominent people.
यार stop DMing him.
Yeah, dude, please. Come on.
किसी और से पूछ लो.
Yeah, किसी और से पूछ लो. दो चीजें. या तो people pretending to be women.
Yeah.
People, they might be women. I just always call them like not women, right?
Yeah.
But they're pretending to be women and sending you all sorts of inappropriate things like, you know, I want to have your baby and stuff like this, right? Or just men being like, मैं तुम्हें मार दूँगा. क्यों मारोगे मुझे? क्या मतलब है इस बात का? Bro, मैंने क्या किया तुम्हें? अजीब. But yeah. Pakistani.
Sunni straight man.
Yeah. Exactly. And also probably I was trying to keep it kosher with Mr. Paki, Bilal, before the podcast that happened before yours. And I was like, yaar, इनके जो होते हैं ना वो facial hair भी नहीं आते. बोला facial hair, bro, इनके balls भी नहीं drop किए होते. They're like 15 years old, right? Like nothing's happened to them, and they're just. But the thing again is now, Arham, they feel like they can get away with this stuff with impunity.
Yeah, and they do.
And they do.
Yeah.
But if you did, ये करीम वाली बात आपने की, if you did grab them, if like some, you know, if some Ramesh Safa type character, you know, who's like a big dude, built, has no time to play with this at all, right? Grabs him and he's like, ये क्यों बोला तूने, right? Ramesh भाई मैं तो सिर्फ आपका fan हूँ, Ramesh भाई मैं तो कुछ नहीं, all these excuses, उसी वक्त, you know, so वो अपने गली में कुत्ता भी शेर वाली बात होती है ना, when you're covered with anonymity,
exactly.
You're just like, I'm all this, right? But when you grab him, then what?
अपनी responsibility कोई लेता ही नहीं है ना. अगले कुछ भी हो जाए, सब चीज़ों के मसले हैं. मेरा अपना मसला नहीं है.
Nah, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever gotten into an altercation of this sort online? No, you just stick to your work.
I just don't talk to that many people. I just
you just leave them on scene.
ज़्यादातर मेरे अपने दोस्त ही होते हैं. एक दफ़ा ऐसे कोई मैसेज आया था मुझे, and I sent it to one of my friends who followed him, and I was like, do you know this person? And then the friend literally just asked him, and he was like, नहीं मैं तो बस मजाक कर रहा था. And I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. That's it. That's literally it. And he messaged, that guy came to my picture, like one of the pictures that I've taken. He was like, ये क्या बेहुदा हरकतें कर रहे हो पाकिस्तान में, और ये was just like nothing.
Wow.
Like that picture had nothing on it, and I was just like, wow.
No, you're not like you didn't.
कुछ भी नहीं है.
But you don't generally, ना?
कुछ भी नहीं है. मैं नहीं कोई नंगी pictures डाल रहा अपनी या किसी और की.
Yeah. Would you take nangi pictures though?
Of myself?
Of anyone?
I turned it down a lot of times. I wanted to build on my portfolio, but with my own terms. So I worked with Trinette. She's really big now. I worked with her and Maheen Shayane.
Bro, I live under a rock. I'm sorry. Who are these
they're
people?
Stylists from
Oh,
Karachi.
that's awesome, yeah.
Maheen and Shayane, they're sisters. Or Trinette, at that time she was in that big of a model and she just started. So हम सब ने मिलके एक photo shoot किया था. And it was pretty nice. It went like, yeah. And I love doing that. उस तरह की चीज़ें मैं बहुत कर चुका था पहले भी. तो इस तरह के collabs मुझे पसंद है. It's a proper collab where I'm gaining something out of it, they're getting something out of it. So it's mutual.
Okay.
But with pictures like that, I don't feel like I'm gaining anything out of it. It's just a picture of a naked person that I'm getting to post online. I get it. Like I'll get a lot of likes on it, but whose likes?
Sure. Yeah. The same dude was like,
yeah. Like, exactly. So, yeah.
Fair.
Yeah.
Fair. That's interesting though, right? Like, why would they think you would be down for? I suppose because they would assume most Pakistani men would be down for it. You know, like I suppose the payout is that you get to see someone. Thark ka level bhi to ye hai na, bro. Pakistan mein, like you get to see a woman naked. Cool. Kar lete hain kaam.
It's just too much. I feel like it's just unless it's very, very artsy and someone else is there to actually bring the art out of that situation, I won't do it alone with someone.
Fair.
Yeah.
You think we've come to that point where now we're willing to do anything just to make it big on social media? Like, मतलब कुछ भी करो मुझे followers चाहिए.
हाँ.
Yeah?
हाँ. At this point, like, क्योंकि हमारा हमेशा time late आता है. जिस तरह ये लोगन पॉल, जेक पॉल have done it like long time ago. हमारा point अब आ रहा है कि हमारे यूट्यूबर्स अब आके हरकतें कर रहे हैं इस तरह की, जो मतलब आपने देखा होगा, मतलब प्रैंक्स वैसे अभी तक हो रहे हैं लाहौर में. लाहौरी ये जो लड़के टिकटॉक पे पोस्ट कर रहे हैं प्रैंक्स, बस एक मैंने 3-4 दिन पहले मैं टिकटॉक पे वीडियो देखी है. उस बॉय ने अपने पीछे आस पे फेक पॉटी लगाई है.
गुड.
और किसी से रास्ता पूछ रहा है और वो उसको कह रहा है कि यार रास्ता बताओ, उस तरफ है, बाथरूम जाना है मुझे. तो एंड पे थैंक यू बोलते वो हाथ पकड़ता है, मतलब सलाम करने के लिए, और ये वो थैंक यू सो मच यूँ करता है. और वो ना हल्का सा अपने हाथ पे जो लगा होता है वो उसको लगाता है. अगला बंदा इज थिंकिंग कि इट्स शिट, बिकॉज ही टर्न्स अराउंड, इज लाइक ओ शिट निकल गई है, सॉरी, लाइक क्या वगैरह. बस इस तरह के प्रैंक्स हैं जो मतलब यू जस्ट
do what you gotta do, man.
हाँ,
I
मतलब
just
कंटेंट अच्छा नहीं है बट स्टिल यू डूइंग समथिंग.
yeah.
तो ये हम अब जाके उस पॉइंट पे आए हैं जो पहले 4-5 साल पहले, 10 साल पहले ये यूएस वाले लोग कर चुके थे,
करके निपटा चुके हैं. Yeah.
तो अब हमारा वो पॉइंट आया है कि हमारे यूट्यूबर्स इस तरह की हरकतें कर रहे हैं, बट हो रहा है हल्के हल्के, सब कुछ ना कुछ कर रहे हैं. एंड if you're making money out of it, like I don't see the wrong in it.
No,
just
no,
like,
do you?
You do you. If आपको पैसे मिल रहे हैं, आप कमा रहे हैं,
just don't hurt anyone.
हाँ,
just don't hurt anyone, you know.
Yeah.
Don't make sure no one gets hurt.
बस खुश रहे.
Yeah, खुश, बस आप खुश रहे. आप खुश रहे,
दूसरों भी खुश रहने दें.
हाँ, please सबको खुश रहने दें, and don't threaten to fight anyone. That's important, man.
अभी तक
bro, that's it. But so one more question about the nature of content. I've noticed not often, always, food content does amazing in Pakistan. Why do you think that is?
सब खाते पीते लोग हैं ना. आप कभी हमारी हर कॉन्वर्सेशन खाने के इर्द गिर्द होती है हमेशा. आप फैमिली में जब जाके बैठते हैं, किसी मतलब अपने ख़ानदान में किसी के साथ जाके बैठेंगे, हमेशा आपके खाने के इर्द गिर्द होती है. यार उसकी शादी का खाना इतना अच्छा था, मतलब यही बात नहीं होगी शादी में उसने क्या पहना होता, ये
दूसरा ये होती है ना कि क्या पहना हुआ था,
ये भी है. बट लाइक सबसे पहली चीज़ होती है शादी का खाना. हमेशा हर चीज़ इज रिलेटेड टू फूड इन पाकिस्तान.
Are we starved?
हाँ.
Is that why?
ऊपर हाँ.
Is it because we're starving all the time? What is it?
That's also true. I have no idea. Like I never like thought about it like that. लेकिन है पाकिस्तान में बहुत ज़्यादा है. Like I stayed at one of my friends in Lahore, Ali, and we would wake up in the morning and the first thing we would ask each other कि यार अच्छा चलते हैं पाए खाने. And I'm just like, पाए क्यों खा रहे हो सुबह? अभी 9 बज रहे हैं सुबह के, कैसे खा सकते हो पाए और नान इतनी सुबह? But like people eat it. Yeah, चल रहा है सब कुछ, सब खुश है करके.
Bro, as long as खुश हो चलो, फिर क्या फ़र्क पड़ता है? As long as they're happy. Do you know what I mean?
And also like I don't like about fast food in Pakistan is it's a luxury, full on.
Yeah, fast food's not meant to be a luxury.
Yeah, and every time someone's just there and making a video at McDonald's, like, bro, it's just fucking McDonald's. Just eat your food and leave.
Yeah,
like it's not supposed to be a luxury, but since most of your country is making money that's worth 25 meals at McDonald's, it's just, not even 25, like 20 meals at McDonald's.
It's problematic, dude. Yeah. It's problematic. I think वही वाली बात है ना, if you import and then put on a pedestal to the point where you actually begin to revere foreign cultures, you don't understand the place of McDonald's. You know, McDonald's वहाँ पे भी really it's appreciated, but it's like मजबूरी food.
Yeah,
fast
when
food
you don't have money on you.
मजबूरी food होता है fast food ना. But here, McDonald's still an adventure, even when we have good places like Aussie Burger.
Yeah.
What's your favorite burger place?
My favorite
Karachi.
burger place? Honestly, 2 Guys 1 Girl.
Not bad.
Yeah.
No, okay. All right. But no,
it hits properly.
If it hits, bro.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried O Donuts ka donut burger?
I have.
And?
It's fine. But 2 Guys, like the way 2 Guys 1 Girl is mashed, and it's just like there's something like good and nasty about it.
Okay. And you want it to be a little nasty.
Yeah. Okay. Like McDonald's outside Pakistan, it just feels very nasty.
It does. It really does, dude.
Like that's why it feels good when you eat it. Like I don't know about like KFC or anything. Like I don't eat KFC that much, but I used to because I used to live above a KFC when I moved to Karachi.
Where'd you live? Bada commercial.
Rahat.
Oh snap! All right, what was that like? So don't tell me where you live now, but what was that like? You know, moving to Karachi, 21 years old.
Amazing. Like I used to know all the people who worked there. एक कॉल के घर पे आ जाता था KFC. Like in that apartment, आपको नहीं पता कि हमने क्या क्या बनाया उस अपार्टमेंट से. Literally हसन का गाना जूना मेरे कमरे में रिकॉर्ड हुआ था, और तुरहान और हसन का एक और गाना है नॉर्मल लाइफ आई थिंक, वो भी मेरे कमरे के अंदर रिकॉर्ड हुआ था सुबह 11 बजे. मतलब हमने बहुत कुछ किया उस घर के अंदर. उस घर को हमने ऑलमोस्ट जला भी दिया था, ओनर को पता ना चले. ओनर इज ऑल्सो शी माइट सी इट, होपफुली नॉट. बट एक दिन हम आए रात में और हमारे
I mean, but it's past tense now, right? So everything's fine. Like, so even if she does see it, alhamdulillah.
एक दिन हमने कहीं बाहर जाना था हम सब ने, और one of our friends, I'm not gonna name who, ashed on the kachra in our kitchen.
Farhan.
नहीं Kasumbi. I think it's Kasumbi.
Oh, dude, who knows at this point?
Yeah,
who knows at this point?
I think it's Kasumbi, but I don't know if it is him or not. लेकिन तो someone ashed on the kachra, और मेरा अपार्टमेंट ऐसा था कि वो ना पूरा बंद था हर जगह से.
Okay.
किचन भी बंद था, किचन दीवार के साथ था और उसके साथ ही गीजर लगा था, और गीजर के बिल्कुल नीचे आई यूज्ड टू कीप माय कचरा. When I ashed on the kachra, we left. We came back 2 hours later, and दरवाज़ा खोला है, अंदर से सिर्फ धुआं बाहर निकला.
Oh no, dude.
We were like, अब ढूंढना पड़ेगा, and हमने बहुत सर्च किया, कुछ मिल ही नहीं रहा. पता ही नहीं चल रहा कि जल क्या रहा है. हर कमरा चेक कर लिया, सब खिड़कियाँ खोली हैं, कुछ पता ही नहीं चल रहा कि धुआं कहाँ से आ रहा है. फिर मैं किचन में गया हूँ और मैंने देखा है कि गीज़र की जो गैस वाली जो पाइप है ना, उसके बिल्कुल नीचे आग लगी हुई है. और वो आग ख़त्म हो रही थी हल्के हल्के, लेकिन वो थोड़ा सा और ऊपर होती ना तो वो पूरी दीवार बाहर से फट जाती है. पता नहीं क्या क्या हरकतें की हुई हैं, बट you know, you live and you learn.
You live and you learn, dude. And you were young. And you were young. Allah ka karam hai. You survived all that. I think there needs to be a certain amount of chaos, man. I think to make any of these things, you can be like all bright and early. सुबह के 9 बजे मैं काम पे गया, 5 बजे वापस आया, सो गया 10 बजे.
मैं आधी ज़्यादा चीज़ें इसमें मैं मेरे घर वालों को पता हूँ. मुझे क्या कॉल करके कल ही पूछे, बेटा तुम ठीक हो, तुमने क्या किया. मैं लिटरली 1 महीना मैंने पूरा अंडे डब रोटी पे गुजारा हुआ था. ऐसे टाइम भी थे मेरे कि मैं बस I only cared about doing what I want to do. I was like, आज मैंने उठ के सुबह ये करना है. उससे पहले मुझे नहीं फ़र्क पड़ता था मैं क्या खा रहा हूँ, कुछ भी मिल रहा है बस खा रहा हूँ. मैं बस पेट भरने के लिए खा रहा था. Like right now I've gained a lot of weight because I'm like comfortable.
Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah.
You know,
yeah.
I've spent a lot of time where I was just eating outside food at night, and even in the morning I was just making eggs और डब रोटी. जब भी मुझे भूख लग रही है, अंडे डब रोटी, बस किसी भी तरीके से अलग अलग तरीक़ों से अंडे बना के मैं वो खाए हुए. क्योंकि I was just जल्दी में ये बन रहा है और कुछ बनाने का टाइम नहीं है और कुछ बनाने के और कुछ मंगाने के पैसे नहीं है. ये वाले बहुत लंबे अरसे तक मैंने किया. तो आई फील लाइक ये जब आप नहीं करते ना बाकी चीज़ें, हसल में आपको बहुत कुछ सीखने को मिलता है.
Fair.
आप पेट तो भर रहे हैं तो आपको वो मसला नहीं है कि मैं क्या खा रहा हूँ. मैं आप खा रहे हैं खाना, आपको मिल रहा है जो आपकी बॉडी whatever your body needs. But like you get to learn कि यार पर्सनली मेरे साथ ये होता है कि मैं खाना अगर खा लूँ ना तो मेरे से काम नहीं होता.
सही.
तो I have to be hungry to actually work properly, to actually focus.
Fair. Makes sense.
I can't focus if I'm not hungry. तो ये मुझे इसी चीज़ से पता चला. Before I used to eat जब भी मैं टेस्ट देने जाता था कहीं पे भी, मतलब A-levels की जो मैं टेस्ट देने जाता उससे पहले मैं ब्रेकफास्ट करके जा रहा हूँ. सही है, फोकस नहीं होता था मुझसे. तो that's what I learned कि it's also my ADD but whatever. तो मुझे अपने आप का बहुत ज़्यादा पता चला उस चीज़ से. तो now I know how to live. I know कि यार मैंने बर्तन धोने हैं, बर्तन, लेकिन पूरा जो मैंने सोप है लिक्विड वो मैंने प्लेट पे नहीं डालना, पहले बोल में डालना है थोड़े से, और थोड़ा बोल मतलब यू हैव टू मिक्स इट अप एंड देन प्रॉपर्ली. लाइक मेरे एक्स हाउसमेट ने मुझे बताया था, कहता है बोल के अंदर पहले तुम लिक्विड डालो and then actually add a little bit of water because it's concentrated, and
but
then
the thing is when you
things
tell,
like that.
when you tell people that stuff like this, कि मैंने ये सीखा, अकेला रहते हुए, people become condescending. They're like, तुझे ये भी नहीं पता था, bro. देखो, everyone has their own life, journey. I learned all that stuff when I moved to Canada. Not even Malaysia. When I moved to Canada, finally, at the age of 24, 25, that's when I learned all this stuff. उससे पहले हर चीज़ के लिए लोग थे. After that, I learned how to wash my clothes, clean my toilet. Didn't learn a lot about cooking food, लेकिन फिर वही अंडे का scene on था. अंडे in microwaves, dude. That's what I knew. Cleaning your room, all those things you learn later. It's important, I think, to learn those things. It is. And so I think it's important also to go at least live by yourself for a little bit and begin to develop an appreciation for your family.
For sure.
And we take it for granted.
For sure.
Loneliness is not fun, man.
Yeah, exactly.
Being alone is not fun.
Yeah. Corona times were really, really hard because you're in your apartment alone.
You were alone, dude.
And you can meet no one. Like, literally.
मेरे ऊपर अल्लाह का करम था, वह हमेशा से ही होता है, लेकिन उस वक्त खास ये था कि my brother had just come back from Canada.
Wow.
So we had not we'd spent a year apart. He'd finally come back, and फिर lockdown hit. So it was just him and me.
Wow.
Bro,
so you had someone.
Bro, उसने किस तरीके से मुझे बर्दाश्त किया है. Dude, I don't know. I'm 84 kilos right now.
Yeah.
I was 125 kilos, just huge, bald, just angry all the time, eating like 7 meals a day. And my brother Abir is just like, are you okay? I'm fine.
What's his name?
Abir.
That's my brother's name too.
What? Related. Abir. But yeah, so Abir's just like, what's wrong with you? I'm like, I don't know, man. I hate myself.
Yeah.
Corona, man. Did any content come out of Corona for you?
I don't know. Like, I went live every other day, just randomly. Every time I was making food, so I learned how to make a lot of food.
Okay, good.
Corona. Like, I learned how to make biryani. I learned how to make karahi. I learned how to make I shouldn't be saying this, but one of my friends gave me KHC butter, and I mixed it with saag and naan, and I fed it to all my friends. It was amazing. We can cut that out.
No, we will not be cutting anything. This is your... Why should you mention anything, dude? I'm not cutting anything out. What's wrong with you?
Said that.
Who said that?
Should not have said that. But it was an experience.
Yeah.
Right? And so like I learned to cook a lot of food during Corona, and it was amazing. And every time I was cooking something, मैं टमाटर काट रहा हूँ तो मैं live जा रहा हूँ. मतलब इस तरह की चीजें थी. But it's great.
What is your response to how Instagram seems now to be completely for short form video content?
मेरे पास अभी तक reels आई नहीं है.
आ भी जाएं जो भी है. But the fact that they're pushing it like this, what's your opinion?
I don't think Instagram is to push yourself anymore. Instagram is they want to be TikTok as well as Instagram, old Instagram, but like कुछ एक चीज़ वो पकड़ नहीं पा रहे. वो हर चीज़ करना चाह रहे हैं, लेकिन हर चीज़ हो ही नहीं सकती आपसे. एक ऐप में आप क्या क्या डाल सकते हो. That's what I hate about it. अब जाके कि मैं अगर आज एक पोस्ट करूँगा, वो परसों तक किसी को शायद नज़र ही ना आए. 2 दिन बीच में किधर गए. मैंने पोस्ट किया है, और जो मुझे फॉलो भी कर रहे हैं लोग, जो मेरी हर पोस्ट लाइक कर रहे हैं या मेरी स्टोरीज देख रहे हैं, उन तक मेरी पिक्चर नहीं पहुँचेगी, तो फ़ायदा क्या है मेरी पोस्ट करने का. राइट. और इवन विद द शॉर्ट वीडियो कंटेंट, अब वो उसको ज़्यादा पुश कर रहे हैं. जिस तरह यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स हो गए. यूट्यूब शॉर्ट्स को जो पोस्ट कर रहा है यूट्यूब, उसको बहुत आगे पुश कर रहा है. मतलब दैट्स व्हाट आई डोंट अंडरस्टैंड कि जो लोग, आई थिंक ये फिर क्रिएटर के ऊपर ही है कि हाउ यू कैन एडजस्ट टू द न्यू फॉर्म्स. बट मेरे साथ भी अभी यही है. आजकल मैं टिकटॉक यूज़ कर रहा हूँ, और मैं रैंडम वीडियोस बना के बस पोस्ट कर देता हूँ टिकटॉक पे. मज़ा आ रहा है मुझे. तो
टिकटॉक्स बिग मैन. व्हाट आर यू गोना डू?
टिकटॉक्स बिग. लाइक रैंडमली एक मैंने वीडियो बनाई है सुबह क्लास से पहले 3 मिनट के अंदर, और मैंने बस पोस्ट किया है. एक दिन के अंदर उस पर 15-20 हज़ार व्यूज़ आ गए.
नाइस.
लाइक यू कैन, if it's about the views, let's just say
it is, dude.
You're getting a shit ton of views.
Yeah,
on
it is.
TikTok.
Anyone who says it's not is lying.
Yeah.
It is. Of course, it's about the views, dude. Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
Everyone wants appreciation, the endorphins. But tell me, what is your TikTok handle?
It's
ये ना करीम ब्रो. अच्छा चल कर.
मैं देख रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
What do you mean ये ना करी?
Bro मतलब TikTok तो पता होना याद होना चाहिए ना आपको.
Arham Ikram.
Why not that little kid?
I don't know. I just want to go with the new
I'm gonna
full name.
I'm gonna follow you. Arham
IKR.
What are you doing now?
I'm making a TikTok.
Oh nice. Make a TikTok. Arham IKR.
Yes.
IKR. There you go. Follow you. Oh, here we go.
Yahi.
Bam. Good scene.
Yahi. How do you download this? Oh fuck. Sorry. Oh, I see.
What did you do?
I deleted it by mistake.
फिर से करो.
I'm here. Podcast.
Podcast.
क्या कहना चाहेंगे?
मैं कुछ bro what what I'm still trying to figure out your सही है. So now I followed you on TikTok and Instagram क्या है?
That little dot kid.
That
which
little
I
dot kid
feel
is
like I
Instagram?
might change in the future.
Okay.
I don't know.
Arham IKR TikTok, that little dot kid Instagram, YouTube?
YouTube I post but like I don't want to like do that right now.
Okay. Just Instagram
Yeah.
and TikTok.
But I have a lot of content for YouTube. I've been saving up for a really long time.
Could those things be upcycled for TikTok?
For sure. Like, but I don't know if I want to properly do it. I just do it for fun. That's how I started making videos because I was doing it for fun.
Okay.
At one point, it started giving me money for it. But even with right now, I just want to keep these fun videos to fun videos. I don't want include work with it.
Mm-hmm.
But at one point, obviously, it can get to that. YouTube, मैंने बहुत content बनाया हुआ है जो मैंने सब shows पे हसन वगैरह के साथ अपने दोस्त अब्दुल्ला वगैरह के साथ जो रैंडम चीज़ों की वीडियोस हैं लेकिन मज़े की हैं तो हमने बस कंटेंट भरा हुआ है मेरे पास टेराबाइट्स का.
When are you going to put it up, dude?
I have no idea. All my friends are like just keep it.
Dude,
They're
no,
like, just
no,
keep it.
listen, put it up. खुदा ना खास्ता कुछ हो नहीं जाए उस डेटा को.
वो अब मैंने नई हार्ड ड्राइव्स ली हैं उसमें डाला है SSD लेके ताकि कुछ होना है. But we're planning to keep it for like 10-15 years.
Hey, yaar.
But I also have content from Coke Studio, BTS type situation. I just got to go on it thanks to Momna Mustasan. She took me on with her to Coke Studio. So
She's a friend? What's she?
It turned out, yeah. From one, I guess, I don't know if I should. I don't know if she sees me that way, but yeah, I guess a friend. Like we met through another friend. And we did a photo shoot together, and then we just started hanging out now and then. That's pretty much it. And then Coke Studio, she was just like, you know, that I want to do a vlog type thing with I want to go to the set and then do BTS in a way where it's like a vlog style.
Interesting.
So I have that too. She never posted it. I never posted it. I still have the content. We did it with a lot of people, like youngsters. We went. हमने सी व्यू पे जाके वो बाइक राइड्स की हैं रात में मतलब इस तरह की चीज़ें
crazy stuff man.
बैठ के मैंने अंजुम तलांजुम और यूनस से पूछा है कि यार गुमान क्यों लिखा है और ये वो because I really actually want to know
sure
you know like his Anjum especially his lyrics changed a lot
dramatically man.
Yeah,
dramatically.
Right. And you can only get that through reading back to back. And I was like, how did you go from that to Guman? Because the way he's rhyming in Guman and whatever he's saying, it's very deep. Like, it's proper.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's what I asked him about.
What do you
It's
say?
proper.
You gonna make me wait. You gonna make me wait.
I'm gonna make you wait.
All
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
all right,
So
right.
like I have all of that recorded, and we talked about men and what they do in Pakistan and everything. Yeah. So I have a lot of content just stocked up somewhere.
देख भाई मर्जी तेरी है बना दे अच्छा है नहीं बनाएगा
अगर किसी को चाहिए तो मुझे बताएं थोड़ा पुश करें ना मतलब कि यार Arham bhai, please.
Please,
please post kar.
Imagine, dude, imagine you make a YouTube video, a YouTube channel, 2 lakh without uploading a single video, just in anticipation. You just keep building these. You go to all these podcasts, build all this up. Like, bro, अभी तक उतना मुझे ना motivation नहीं feel हो रहा, bro.
आप बोले आके subscribe करें उसके बाद शायद.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Well, dude, this has been wonderful. Right?
Great.
Thank you for coming on. And फिर कभी करते हैं. Let's do a round table, पता है? Let's have all the boys.
Let's do it.
Yeah, let's do a round table. Just, try not to burn my space.
Yeah.
मतलब I would appreciate it if you मतलब you know, Ash अगर आप यहाँ पे करेंगे कहीं पे तो
हाँ मतलब
एस्ट्रे के अंदर करें तो बेहतर.
देखिए अगर जलना है तो जलेगा.
अल्लाह रहम करेगा ब्रो. अल्लाह
जिस तरह मेरा घर बच गया था आपका ही बच सकता है.
अल्लाह रहम करेगा बस. अल्लाह रहम करेगा. सही है. तो ये बात आपसे मैं नहीं कर रहा. But yeah, we'll do something inshallah. But you've already said Arham IKR on TikTok. Yeah. And because you know and that little.kid on Instagram.
That little.kid. That's more important because that's where I post my work.
Okay, that's where you post your work. Okay, wonderful. And if they want to get in touch with you for work or for that umbrella thing, Instagram.
Yeah. Instagram, I have my email on it, so you can just click on the email part and then just email me your resume and your portfolio, whatever you want me to see.
Okay. Okay.
It's fine. Yeah.
Fantastic. Arham, Kazi. Assalamu alaikum.
Allah Hafiz.